To lead the Skol chant and sound the Yaller horn, please welcome the 31st Adjutant General of the Minnesota National Guard, Major General John Jensen.
Well, hello, this is John Randall, Minnesota Vikings legend, and it is my pleasure to say, Minnesota Vikings fans uncensored, are you ready? Keith, get your people up. Let's go. Skol, 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 baby. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Oh.
Hello, Vikings fans. I'm Michael Fish. We have the Italian Stallion David Rinaldi. He who greased with Smoke Shack. And Captain Positivity, Cody Bowden.
I'm positive now.
So tonight we're going to recap that Cardinals game. We're going to take a preview of the upcoming Falcons game. Has anybody had this one circled on their calendar? And we're also going to give our predictions and hot takes. Have a little fun. Talk a little Vikings. Get some Skolin on. Pete's in the background doing his production stuff, getting everything sent out so everybody can join us and watch the fun and festivities. And while we're waiting for the captain to join us, I've got one pivotal question, the most important thing on everybody's minds this week, leading up to Week 14, fellas. How are you doing on your MVFU fantasy football teams?
Yuck.
I think I'm about to get fired.
Your defending champ is holding on to the last seed in the playoffs right now, and it is tight for that spot. I need Shaq to start his dudes. Don't lay down, man. I need you to fight. I need that spot, all right? Because I'm in the apocalypse right now.
I'm one game out. I got the second most points in the entire league, and I'm 7-8 or something. One game under 500. It's ridiculous.
It's been a tough year, Fish. It's been a tough year indeed.
Yeah, we gotta get you in next year.
Nah, you ain't got. Let me tell you something. There's a line in the sand, and fantasy football is it. I will never put myself in a situation where I feel like I have to root against my team. Can't do it.
Mm.
As long as you know your team, you can know what to look for. So it's not like rooting against the team. It's just like, say we can't stop the pass. You pick up a play because you know we can't stop the pass.
Right now, you're in a situation where we got to root for the Packers.
Yeah, I'm not rooting for the Packers at all. I'd rather.
I'm rooting for the Lions to lose. I'm rooting for the Lions to lose. I'm not rooting for the Packers.
I don't want that because if we play Packers and they beat us, guess who's in third place in the division? We are.
If that happens, that happens. Like, do we not want the first seed? Well,
don't worry about it. The Lions just scored before the half, 17-7.
We do want the first seed, but they still play the Bills, and then we can go for the first seed in Week 18.
I'm seeing Fish's hot take go down the drain right now. I'm seeing Rinaldi's terrible hot take go down the drain right now.
Ain't over yet, brother.
It ain't over yet, but I like the trajectory of it.
But,
all right, fellas.
Oh, shit. I was talking about the other fantasy league.
Nah, we don't care about that one.
Moving up.
Before we get started, I did want to take a moment to pay some respect to a fellow Viking fan and fellow Viking podcaster, and that's Curtis, a.k.a. Catch, who passed away earlier this week. We've all been on the show. We've all talked with him. It was shocking to hear that news today, so I did want to pay respect and give my condolences to his friends and family, give them prayers and strength. I know we got a lot of cross audience between us, so for all you out there that are maybe grieving with it, let's
R.I.P. Catch.
R.I.P. Catch.
R.I.P. Catch.
Valhalla.
Cody gonna be ripe tonight.
Oh, we're gonna get drunk.
And another piece of news is next week our show will be on Friday instead of Thursday. So trying to give you that warning a little bit ahead of time. It'll be on Friday instead of Thursday, which will be an hour earlier than normal. So that might be good for some of you in the Midwest and the East Coast and for fish. But we'll just go 4 hours. So I'm fish up, so it really doesn't matter.
Oh, but color me surprised.
Skol, George. So
George.
We're now in December. Only 5 games left in this season. Do you guys feel like this thing's gone fast, or has it been dragging on? Ronaldo?
Stupid fast. I can't believe it's only 5 games left, man. That's crazy. I mean, that's like only 20 hours of football, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like this year's. I personally feel like this year's going fast. I can't believe that there's only 5 games left of the regular season, and then we're only going to have 4 games in the playoffs. So it's kind of crazy that it's almost over, and Christmas is almost here. I can't believe that too. Like, I feel like Christmas is already over, and it's barely December 5th. Like, things are really going fast. What about you, Cody? This season been going pretty fast for you?
Hey, time flies when you're having fun, right? And this team's 10-2, so
That's true.
I'd rather have it go by fast than have it drag along. Because which drag along means we ain't any good, fellas. So yeah, go by fast as shit. So let's pick up more speed. Let's pick up more steam. And maybe we'll be in the Super Bowl tomorrow. I don't know.
That's actually a good point, because last year did feel like it just dragged on after about week 6. I don't know what happened, but it just felt like it started dragging on. So That's a good point. What about you, Shaq? What are you shaking your head no at?
No, I agree with that. It's just been an enjoyable season. Like, we getting to see, excitement from our team. Like, we're winning games, and it kind of makes the season go by quicker. Since, last season, we was just, they had the meme of us smoking cigarettes after each win or watching the game because so much was going on, and we was always on the losing end last year. So it's like, when do we start looking for the draft? Because we technically were still in the playoff hunt until the last game last year, but the Vikings last year wasn't going to do nothing in the playoffs if we made it.
No.
This team, something might happen. I ain't saying we're going to win a couple games in the playoffs, but, a Super Bowl might happen.
He's just happy we have a USC quarterback, Robbie says. Yeah, Shaq been smiling all year. And I think it has a little more to do than just with the record. What's up, brother?
Hey, through 12 games, we got the same exact record as 2022.
Hey, now.
That's not good.
And Sam Darnold has exactly almost the same stats as Kirk Cousins.
Hey, now.
I think it's the same record as 2000 and 2017, though, too. So
yeah,
the point differential's a little different, though, Cody.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Cody, you drinking mouthwash?
Yeah, I'm trying to get all Hammer off Listerine. No, I found these $2.50 bottles of 15% Smirnoffs, and I got like 6 of them, so we're gonna go ham.
Way to tell the people I'm not paying you guys enough.
It reminds me of like Thunderbird back in the 80s.
Bro, what is that?
Coffee.
It's a Mad Dog 2020.
I was about to say that. I was just about to say like Mad Dog.
Get the green one. What about you, Fish? Like, do you feel like football's almost over? Are you sad about it? Do you wish it would last a little longer? Or are you happy with the way things are going?
It seems like it was just yesterday when I was talking shit about Jalen Redmond and couldn't pronounce Chris Kringle's name and was saying, man, I wish we kept Jordan Hicks and doubting Jonathan Greenthumb and saying he had Will Anderson on the other side and was really down on this team, and here I am looking back on this year going, God, I've had to eat a lot of humble pie.
It's been good though, right? It's been some good pie.
I know, man. Whoever made that humble pie got that arm jangle going because it's good. And but probably Baxter. Anyhow, so
Yikes.
so I mean, we had that nice little 2-game losing streak, right? Which sowed that seed of doubt in our hearts and made us come back crashing down and go,
And I had to be at one of them.
Maybe we aren't that good. And yet here we are again. Here we are again.
2 5-game win streaks this season. Who would have thought? Not me.
And how hard is that? And
Stop
now
it,
we're
Rinaldi.
watching our division.
Go ahead, zoom in, but not you. Not you either. You didn't think 2 5-game win. Okay, you thought that at a point in the season. You didn't think that in the off season.
Fair.
Yes, you did have a hot take to hit. You said we'd win our next 5 games, and we did win our next 5 games.
2 5-game win streaks, baby.
Like I think
Guys,
it's going.
imagine this.
But
Week
Cody
14,
makes it.
here we are watching our 2 divisional rivals play, and we're like, whoever wins, it's to our benefit. Doesn't matter who wins, really.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
It doesn't. So at least I wasn't one of the people that was going all public saying I'm rooting for the Packers and Skol pack Skol and bullshit like that.
But wait,
I can say I didn't do that.
I can say I didn't do that either.
if the
I
Packers,
don't think you could say that, Rinaldi.
I didn't skull pack skull.
You didn't Skol back Skol, but you show support.
so wait, if the Lions went out, well, if the Lions went, but they lose to us, do they still get the number 1 seed?
Yeah, they'll be the number
Our
1.
Rams loss would be the tiebreaker.
Yeah, they have to lose the Bills their next week.
Oh,
Then that's when we can play them for the first place seed in the week 18 if they win tonight.
And we have to win out.
I'll try to get the number 1 seed.
I mean, I want the number 1 seed too, but I mean, I'm not gonna go out on Facebook and say "Go Packers" tonight or put a cheesehead on my logo or anything like that.
Go Pack, go! Go Pack, go!
No, you say, "Come on, Detroit, blow it." That's all. You don't positively root for the Packers or hope they win the division so your hot take hits. You don't do that.
No.
Best interest is the Lions winning tonight. I'm not.
Because that's because you're going back to Slim Cody and you're having doubts in us being able to. We should be able to run the table.
Now it's putting us in 3rd place in the division, makes us a chance of not even making the playoffs.
There's 0 chance of us not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Wow. Whatever you're drinking, go dump that shit out. Just drink water tonight.
See right now, you have
Working.
you have a 6. You have 4 6-loss teams in here. That puts us at 3 losses. If we lose to the Packers, puts the Packers above us, right? And they're in the 2nd seed. We have 2 more games. Are you?
You realize we can clinch a playoff this weekend? Like that could happen this weekend, realistically.
Yeah, we can win. We clinch, but we still have to have 2 teams lose, also, right? There's
For
2
all
scenarios.
you kids at home,
Cody is not aware in the
way.
waking. If Cody was saying that we're going to lose in the first round, okay, then you haters could say that's aware and woken. But there's no chance that we're not making the playoffs. Can't wait to play this back when we don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, and I think interest is for the Bills, is the Lions to lose to the Bills, and then we play Detroit week 18 for first place in the division. Because would you rather be the 5th seed or the 7th seed? Because if we lose to the Packers, we're looking at the 7th seed. The Packers would probably be the 5th seed.
Well, we play the Packers. We could go just beat the Packers.
No, and we still play the Packers, and if they beat us, they take over that 5th seed, and we drop all the 7th.
What you're drinking scared juice?
Interest right now.
All right, well let's get back to some freaking good news. And that's Jonathan Greenard got the defensive player of the month in the NFC. So that's our 2nd player of the month in the NFC. The first one being Sam Darnold when he got offensive player of the month for September. He's been absolutely huge for where we're at right now, 10-2. He's been absolutely huge for the reason that we're going to make the playoffs, Cody, undoubtedly.
Yes.
I don't think that Kwesi and KOC and Flores could have done a better job at replacing Daniel Hunter. It's been without a hitch, and we got a younger version. We're gonna have him for a few years. Freaking go add another year to that guy's contract. But what do you think about his attributes to our success so far, Rinaldi?
Yeah, he's the reason we're winning, man. There is nothing else to say about that. He's the reason we're winning. What's left to talk about? He is the reason we are winning. What else is left? I don't know.
Would you agree with that, Cody?
Yeah, he's the reason we beat the Cardinals. I would say that. He had that big sack, and then he had that big chase down. That strip fumbled and that big chase down to stop Kyler, and he stopped him inbounds, taking more precious time away from the Cardinals. Now they
How
had
about
to hurry
in Chicago?
up.
Yeah, he also had the big sack on Caleb in Chicago.
In overtime, yep.
Mm-hmm. I'm with Rinaldi right here. I think he is probably the main reason we are winning games. And ice cold Sam Darnold.
Like Sam Darnold's done something, and I'm not even going to say what he's done the past couple of games because I'm not going to try to jinx it coming out to this Atlanta game. But it's been impressive what he's done the past couple of games. Shaq, It's been impressive what Sam Darnold's done the past couple of games, and we will talk a little bit more about Sam Darnold. What do you think about Greenard's impact in Kwesi and Flores and KOC going out and getting him fish?
Hold on, I'd like a little whipped cream on that double pie. So he's given us everything that I would have expected Daniil Hunter to give us at a lower price. Younger, got him longer. What is that, bottle number 4, Cody?
Huh?
Are you on bottle number 4 of 6?
No, we're on.
He's like they're only two. He's like they're only 250, but I got 6 of them. Could just got a good bottle.
It's about quantity, not quality. Come on.
I know, man. Whatever thins the blood, right?
Wade Boggs records. Sonny.
You get more for
Real
your
though.
buck.
Couldn't be happier to be wrong about a player.
Players.
I mean, I'm kind of glad Greenard panned out for us because looking into the season when we signed him, it's like, we lost Daniil Hunter, who's still kind of showing out. And we putting our faith into a Texans player. Luckily, we got them from the Texans. They got Hunter from us. And it's like the impact is not Hunter-esque, but it's still impact from a cheaper price. And we got a teammate to go with him who's also giving us impact at a cheaper price. So it's kind of like, without them two, our pass rush or our defense will look real, real suspect with no corners, old-ass corners, and a defensive line that don't get no pressure.
I'd have to go with Greenard being better in this system than Hunter was in this system. I'm not saying Greenard's a better player. I'm saying he's a better fit for the Minnesota Vikings and B-Flow. And I think he's proven that with the amount of pressures and maybe not sacks, but just the impact that he's had too. The other thing, Daniil, and maybe you won't agree with this, but to me, it felt to me like he was the guy that hit home runs when you're up 9-2. A lot of his sacks came not at critical moments in the game. Not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them came at times when it wasn't the critical point in the game, as far as I was concerned. And Greenard is exactly the opposite of that.
The only downside to him playing this well is, once again, our first-round draft picks are basically irrelevant. That's the only downside to.
I'm okay with that because they might have been irrelevant even without him. Then we'd be really screwed.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. But I think with Greenard, I think he turned into like that new Harrison Smith. That hey, go fix this, right? And we relied on Harrison Smith for so long to go fix things. Hey, it's 3rd and 2. The shotgun, go get the sack, rush off the edge, go fix this whole thing. And I think that's what we're seeing with Greenard. He is the new fixer of the Minnesota Vikings. When you need him, he's going to perform.
Absolutely, he's been a beast, and I think there's somewhere I got a hot take talking that he will do just this. So I got to go dig that one up now.
Yeah.
Hey, Dean, I seen your question, and we will get to that when we jump into the Falcons preview. But I saved your question. Whoa! Can't believe I'm saying this, but Darnold is better than Jordan Love.
Speak on that, Shaq.
Speak on that, Shaq.
That's a motherfucking thing.
I mean, I guess they kind of like the same type of quarterback. Sam Darnold just got more experience. They both fuck it, throw it, triple covered, throw it. I'm gonna get it in there, just throw it, and you live by that, and die by that, and then you got a little bit of mobility. I like them both. I feel like with Jordan Love or Sam Darnold, we could win more games than with Kirk Cousins. How about that take?
That's a crazy take, man. I got to marinate on that for a minute. And, we're going to talk a little bit more about Sam Darnold later on, so maybe I'll be able to speak on it then. But that's a take I wouldn't even have thought about.
Jared, I need you to do this with me. Slap those veins. It's got ice in them.
Oh, that's a good point. In the KOC system, yes. What would Jordan Love be in the KOC system?
Who knows?
Yeah. Oof.
All right. So some other good news. We had 2 of our top special teamers out for the last 4 games. Did you guys even notice that? No Riker, no DePaula. Did you guys even notice it?
Of course.
Yeah, I kind of noticed the DePaula thing. Looking at the snaps, they're kind of high. I mean, he did miss one off a high snap. I mean, DePaula don't miss snaps. It's always on point.
I mean, the only thing I missed was seeing Riker's face on the sideline. But what's the latest on them, Cody?
So Will Riker, full participant practices the last 2 days. He's definitely coming back this Sunday. DePaula has been a full participant for the last 3 practices. He's definitely coming back, and we just released that long snapper that we had to replace him. So DePaula will be in. I don't know what they're going to do with Riker. So you're probably going to see a roster move. We're going to probably waive someone back to the practice squad to bring Riker back on the active roster, because right now he's on the 21-day window open for him, and we'll probably see it around Friday or Saturday to where we activate Riker. And you're probably going to see Parker Romo probably get cut, or we might even put Parker Romo, wave him to the practice squad.
But does he even make it there? There's been a lot of kickers getting injured, man, and there's been some kickers who aren't playing too well. And this guy, he's gone 11 for 12. He just hit a 55-yarder this last game, so he showed his range. He got a chance to do that. Man, is there a chance that we actually hold on to 2 kickers for maybe a couple weeks just to make sure that leg is okay for Riker?
I hope so. I mean, that's my thought process. I mean, you got a guy coming off a leg injury, a quad injury that has problems with. Put him down to the practice squad. I mean, the worst that happens is someone picks him up, right? But right now, teams already got their kickers already in place. They've already picked up kickers, right? No one's waiting on not Tony Romo, but John Parker Romo to come off our fucking active roster. But he might clear waivers and he might sit on our practice squad just in case we see Will Riker maybe hurt his leg again. Because it's a chance of injury, right? And I think it's a smart move to put him on the practice squad.
Hopefully he goes to a team like the Jaguars or something where we don't stand a chance of seeing him.
I'll keep him on the team. I'd rather just give him that roster spot because we don't know if Will Riker might injure his leg again, and then we asked out for real. Because at least, I'd rather have that insurance for that 53rd position. Just, at least we got 2 kickers where if one kicker go down, we don't have to worry about it in the playoffs.
And that wouldn't be a bad idea.
So I was saying Daniel Jones?
Yeah. Making John Parker Romo kick the kickoffs and just have Will Riker just kicking field goals and point after attempts. Right?
Yeah.
Less stress play. That's a good idea.
It'll be the first time in history that a team's done that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, fuck it. We're only supposed to win 6.5 games. Just do it. Let's go.
Yeah. I think they should hold on to him. But I don't know who I would cut to do that.
It's shocking we're having a conversation about keeping 2 kickers.
No, it is. But look at how many one-score games that we've been in.
I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just freaking me out. I don't know.
Kickers need love too. Like they scoring our points too. We need both of them. It's a
kickers are going to be paid more than running backs soon.
33% of our points come from our kickers.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
that's a lot.
We're the first team to win the Super Bowl with 2 kickers.
I will say this, if we let Romo go, he's going to get signed by somebody.
Ravens?
Likely.
Yeah, Ravens might be ready to move on. Watson's not a good receiver, George. Watson, he makes plays here and there, splash plays, then he'll pull his hamstring the next play. Or he'll drop an easy pass. Like, He's flashy, but he's not a good player, my opinion.
Oh,
And
Travis with the Skol. Let's go, Travis.
One of those plays just happened. Skol, Travis.
Skol, Travis.
See, with this team's history, I'd keep 2 kickers also.
If Zimmer only had 2 kickers, he could have beat 2 guys up.
Who's missing it wide left and who's missing it wide right? You just pick them. It's like, how do you want to miss the field goal this time around in the playoffs? Right?
It's like what hash are we on? Let's get the guy who goes right there.
Could have hung out together in the corner.
Put them both out. Put them both out there. I have a new formation. Put them both out there, and they don't know which one's going to kick it, like an onside kick.
And we're talking about kickers.
Week 14, baby.
Need them. Hey, when you're 10-2, you are able to do that. When you're 10-2, you are able to talk about kickers. We don't have to talk about who's playing quarterback for us this week. You know, like, thank God we aren't in that fucking situation again.
Touchdown Packers.
So here's my thing. Another thing with kickers. If you pay attention to our offense, I feel like this year we're always most likely in the red zone because we're an explosive team. Most of our drives end in the red zone because, you know, either sometimes we throw an interception or we fumble. But most of our plays be in the red zone. So if we don't, like, say go to 4th down, kick the field goal. It's always better to have a kicker who get the points rather than, we got to go all the way down the field and score a touchdown. So that insurance, and at least we can kick a field goal, have 5 field goals kicked, but at least you win the game with field goals and defense. I'll take that over a loss.
Me too.
Hey,
but you made me laugh again, or we fumble.
At least Will Reichard is a smart individual, right? Unlike Jordan Addison.
Whoa.
Woo!
I
Yes,
missed
we do.
that. You got to explain. I don't get it. I'm sorry.
I just feel like Addison caught a stray right now for no reason.
Hey,
What's
man.
the correlation?
He's been hacked by Robbie.
Yeah, I got hacked by Robbie. I mean, I've been saying this about Addison for a while, ever since he did get his it's a DUI. It is a DUI he's getting, right? Just let's now put that, right? He pleaded not guilty, but you were caught passed out in your vehicle with a .08 BAC and driving under the influence. I don't know.
Which I think you've exceeded by now.
with that blue drink.
But I'm not getting in my vehicle and I'm not driving down the road. So, or the airport, of all places where people come in and out of like no motherfucking idea. So I don't know. Will Reichard's probably the smartest individual right there. Sorry, Addison.
He was
Proven guilty.
He was able
just got to stop D-stroking. No more D-strokes, Will Reichard.
Addison was able to hold the court appearance off till January 9th, and it's just a prelim. So I think we got him through the playoffs anyway. Not that wasn't going to happen, but he was good enough to hold it all off.
To Shaq's point about Will Reichard, legend has it that when he injured his leg during the game, he strapped his third leg to it and used it as a splint to get him through the game until the game was over.
You got to do what you got to do. Vikings win any means necessary.
So the Vikings won their 5th game in a row for the 2nd time this season to move to 10-2 after beating the Cardinals in a thrilling game, 23-22, a nice comeback win. It was scary, but this is one that I consider a good win. And you know me, I'm not totally on board with a win as a win. I think you could tell a lot from just the way the game is played, not necessarily the result. And this was, to me, a good win. To me, like, we were behind the whole game. We were even down by 2 scores with just over a quarter to play. We kept fighting. We came back and won. This wasn't a case of, oh, we're up against a team that we should be beating. Oh, no, we just let them back in. Or, oh, my gosh, we're neck and neck with the freaking Jaguars, but then we win. No, we were down to a team that at that time was winning their division, a playoff team at that time, and they're still in contention for a playoff spot. And we came back, we won, we showed resilience. I was very happy with that win. Cody, what's your take from the game?
I thought it was a huge resilient win. I mean, team-wide and player-wide, right? Sam Darnold couldn't get anything done through that whole game. They were throwing B-flow blitz concepts at us. They were throwing 4 stacks, 2 stacks on 4s, the spread middle, and they were getting home. And people were like complaining about the offensive line. The offensive line's not blocking these linebackers. Well, because they're already engaged in blockers, so it's tough. I mean, they schemed very well against us. And for Sam Darnold to come out in overtime and do another drive like that and score and end up scoring the game-winning touchdown, right, says a lot, and that's resilient right there. And the person he threw the ball to, Aaron Jones, after fumbling it twice, after dropping a touchdown pass, just to be able to throw him the ball again, to give him that confidence heading into this week, it says volumes. And it says volumes not only on Sam Darnold, it says volumes on KOC. KOC trusts every single player in that locker room.
Do you think that was intentional, like by KOC, to get Jones the ball in that situation?
100%. 100%. I want him good to go for next week because we're going to need him for next week.
Tried to get it to him a little earlier, too, when he dropped that pass in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that was a tough one,
but you
but
know
he
what I
should
mean.
have caught
It was
it. Yeah.
incomplete.
Yeah, he should have caught it. What about you, Jack? What are your takeaways from this game?
Like Cody was saying, like it's like a trend now that the first drive, no matter what, without fail, we turn the ball over. we don't want the football. It's clear to me on the first drive, we don't want the football. Let's just give it up and then play some defense, let the game look like a real game, and then it's time to click, turn on to the second half. Now we start playing football. It's not good. It's not good for the team longevity because getting too attached to that mindset of starting slow and then finishing in the second half is like what happens if it gets out of hand in the first quarter where the offense of the team, our defense basically doesn't start containing the offenses of other teams and they just keep scoring and scoring and scoring. So that's one of my takes from the game.
We know spotting on points.
Packers interception.
Uh-oh.
You got Parker Romo. He's coming in clutch with his field goals. When we kind of stalled out a couple times in that game. Them blitz concepts. I feel like our offensive line is like communication wise. I don't know. I feel like they gotta just scheme better. And the adjustment they made was, quick passes. Like that's basically what the Cardinals was doing against us. They was like, as long as we start blitzing more, because they don't know who's coming, and they getting off scotch-free. Nobody's touching them at all.
Why would you hate that a punch out is called a fumble when it's a fumble?
It's a fumble, and I agree.
Those are very strong arms holding the ball.
Fumble.
Hold the ball better.
I'll agree with Shaq on that one. With the offensive line needs to get better on the blocking, especially the blocking the stunts. But there was one thing that we did this game in the second half to where we kind of stopped that blitz, right? Is we started putting CJ Ham in the backfield as a blocker, as a protector. And he's killed the whole game. I know the overtime drive, they were sending 7 every single play, right? And they had Akers in there for like 3 plays, and they took him out because the dude closed his eyes and allowed that incomplete pass because Sandro had a scramble and the dude just blew right past him. They started putting a Ham back in there, and they couldn't get no blitz on us.
Rinaldi, I know you really didn't get a chance to watch the game live or too much of it. You were kind of busy recording some music, but was there anything that you were able to take away from that game?
Yeah, man, I've watched the game twice since then, and honestly, that game, you're going to disagree. The only reason it was any different than the previous 3 games was because we had to come from behind and win it. It's more gratifying there. But holding on to a lead just feels like shit with this team. So coming back from being down, it's the only difference between the games. They struggled on offense for 3.5 quarters. They finally got hot. They finally made the right adjustments to put the game together. The defense held them in the game, and we won in the end. It ain't no different than any other game.
It is though, because this is a team that's.
I didn't finish, and we just played.
No.
We're
going to go ahead and do this because you wanted to do this. Yeah, we played a better team. That is a difference. Right? That's a difference.
That's it. That's the only difference. We play to the teams. We play to that team's level, and we do it every week.
So, but if we were losing like to the Bears or whatever, then we lost to the Bears. But the fact that like we barely beat them. We let them come back from 11 points. That's shitty. That's not comparable to hanging in there, coming back from 13 points against a playoff contending team. It's not the same thing. You're right. It is a little more gratifying, and the happiness and euphoria is a little higher, but it's not the same thing.
Losing is losing and winning is winning. To me, that I don't see the difference that
It's
much.
not, because then why even watch the games or pay attention? Just look in the box score and you could tell what your team is. But if you did that,
but I would say this. I'd say that I would take the Bears over the Cardinals. They'd win 5 or 6 times out of 10 every time. I don't think the record is not the only indicator of how good those teams
it's not, but the Cardinals played the Bears and they smoked them already. Smoked them. Absolutely smoked them.
With a terrible coaching staff. Doesn't mean they're a better team.
And we played the same coaching staff.
Yeah. And how did we do against each team? The same result.
They smoked the Bears. They smoked the Bears, and we barely beat them.
Same result. What are you talking about?
How is it the same result? That's true. So you think that the Bears result is the same result as the Cardinals?
They took us to overtime.
Yeah.
These guys are regulation.
We choked away 11 points. We choked away 11 points to the Bears. We choked away an 11-point lead in under 2 minutes.
It's the turnovers. Like, our offense just loves turnovers. If we're not scoring touchdowns, it's turnovers. They say forget punting.
And I'll tell you this. I'll say this. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that say the defense didn't play so good against the Cardinals. I would say the defense played amazingly well. You held 3 field goals and 1 touchdown in that whole game. Right? And you look at past games, we've given up more than 1 touchdown in past games. It may not have looked like the defense was playing really good. The defense played lights out, in my opinion. You secured that red zone down. You didn't allow no touchdowns, right? And it's just field goals. And that's what kept us in the game, and it's this defense. The defense played elite. I think they played more than elite I think they played elite for the first time since we played the Texans. That's how elite I thought they played.
Also, Kyle was a good scrambling quarterback. He did a lot for that offense. Like, if Kyler Murray didn't have no mobility, our defense was getting there. Like, our pass rush was getting there. It's just Kyler Murray was performing what I'll say great to elite quarterbacks do. But our defense did a good job.
So the Packers are back in the lead 21-17, or not back in the lead. They are in the lead 21-17, 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Fish and Ronaldo, your hot takes are back and alive.
Let's go. Go, Pack, go.
I can't do that. Never in my life could I
do this man.
I wish I had my sounders more available.
I can't.
What about you, Fish? What are your takeaways from this one?
All right, so once again, it's a tale of 2 halves, right? Because and you've just inverted everything. We are so used to this team in the first half of this season going up, turning it on, going up, getting up on teams, and then just kind of coasting and not doing a whole lot. And it just got inverted. There's no way in the world that you can justify 97 total yards of offense midway through the third quarter or whatever. The only difference is that we did show that we can turn it on when we have to. Defense played great. I mean, what were we holding to field goals? I mean, they only scored 22 points on us with 1 touchdown. Classic bend but don't break. Let them roll. And I don't know, Robbie.
Yeah, I don't know either about that.
They didn't score a lot of points, and so, and then when it happened, when it was needed, we got it. We turned it on when we had to. We made it happen. We came back from 2 scores down. We converted on some really tough plays, one of which is going to be coming up in just a moment. And we showed that if even in like a game against Week 18 when we played the Lions, our offense is going to be able to fire throughout the whole game because we're going to have to. So I'm excited. I'm optimistic. We're going to win the damn division.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. When Robbie saying our defense sucked for 50 minutes, the offense sucked for 50 minutes. That's what happened.
The offense sucked for
50 minutes. If a team is just kicking field goals, right? That doesn't make any sense. Why does the defense suck if the other team's just kicking field goals? Why aren't we scoring touchdowns?
Yeah. Would you rather give up 3 touchdowns or 6 field goals, Brian?
Yeah.
I'd probably rather give up 6 field goals.
Yeah, me too.
It adds up to fewer points. It's 18 points versus 21.
Yeah. I realized that after I said it.
Weird. No, it's 3 points.
Thanks for putting it out there, Fish. So, Fish, you kind of alluded to it. What was your catch of the game?
All right, so if you've been living under a rock and not watching this podcast, Fish's catch is where I watch the game, rewatch the game, go through it, and find the one landmark play, the pivotal play where the fate of the game turned. And on this particular game, the catch was the 4th and 7 conversion on the drive that ended up being the go-ahead touchdown for us. Sam Darnold, ice in his veins, delivered a dart to JJ, converted to first down, kept the drive going, bam. Now, I made an observation about this because I took out the stopwatch and I timed it. Sam Darnold had 1.9 seconds to get this ball out of his hand because he had immediate pressure coming from the inside right there.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my comparison, Shaq. Get ready. 4th and 8. That infamous 4th and 8 play. Kirk Cousins had 1.8 seconds to get rid of the ball and threw a 3-yard out to Hawk. 2 things. 1, Darnold was looking down the field. And 2, KOC's play calling was better because he had JJ run a route that was something that could be completed in a short period of time. On the infamous 4th and 8 play, the Vikings were running the exact same play as JJ's miracle catch against Buffalo, where it took too long for that route to develop, and Cousins really only had no option but to throw the 3-yard out. But on this play, he just ran, found a spot in the zone, sat down, caught the first down reception. So kudos to KOC from learning from a mistake from 2 years ago in his play calling. Kudos to Sam Darnold for being able to find his hot read, throw the ball, convert to a first down. Kudos to the Vikings for doing something that we dreaded they wouldn't be able to do, which was drive down the field with the game on the line and win the God-blessed game. Skol.
Man, Fish. Skol. Hey. I was super scared, bro, on that 4th down conversion. Like, man, this is the game. Oh, my gosh. I'm tortured. I'm a tortured Viking fan. I didn't expect to get it.
On that play? Go ahead.
Watch it. Watch that play again. All right. Who's in the backfield?
Ham.
CJ. Watch what Ham does when Cam Robinson gets beat on the inside. He sends that linebacker in. He sends the outside linebacker. He sends him in, right? And he diverts that dude from sacking Sam Darnold. Watch, bam, right there. That little subtle move by CJ Ham to send him in with that linebacker. You lost games by inches and milliseconds, right? That linebacker lost by a millisecond right there. Because a millisecond later, Sam Darnold gets sacked right here. Look at boom, right there.
I see it.
Yeah. That's why I was like, hey, when they made a critique right there, they changed up their offense because they were start putting CJ Ham back there to start blocking. Mm-hmm. Hey.
I love that take by Killer too. No Josh Oliver to boot. I think this is going to be the first game we have with a full offense with all the starters together, minus obviously our left tackle, right? Minus Darisaw. But it's going to be nice to see both tight ends, both wide receivers, are everybody in play for this game. I'm kind of excited to see what happens in this upcoming game. Not to change the subject from the old game, but I think them knowing that they had to use Ham, knowing that it was a 4th down, knowing it was going to be a pass, and it's still executing is huge. And that was a great take, Fish.
How about the confidence? how about the confidence in KOC to trust Sam Darnold to get it and trust his offense to, put that, it's the game is on the line and I'm putting the ball in your hand and you're gonna make the right read, get it to the best player, JJ, and continue to do what we got to do. This is why we're paying JJ to make plays like this, and this is why Sam Darnold's here to help get himself a contract and change the narrative of his name.
Paying JJ to not even get 100 yards. That's kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'll be the first one to tell you it was the right decision. And I've tried to tell you guys that all off season. It will be the right decision.
And I love that.
He ain't done earning my
Bravo!
Oh boy, Lions are starting to disintegrate.
Cody, how confident were you when you knew that last drive it's touchdown or bust?
So I said in our little group chat, nobody knows. So when we do a group chat, it's all about the show. We're scripting up ideas. We're trying to bounce things off for each other's heads. Someone was, I don't know who it was. I think it was Aaron, or I don't remember who it was. Someone was complaining in the chat. Oh, we fucking lost, blah blah. And I said 2 words: calm down. You get the back, calm down. All right, and I was never the biggest believer in Sam Darnold. When I predicted him coming back in February, right? I was like, oh, Sam Darnold's coming here, right? And what was the worst case scenario? It was Sam Darnold and some other quarterback not named JJ McCarthy, right? And I was like, man, Sam Darnold. I don't think we're winning many. I don't think we're winning a game. He changed my mind completely. Right? He's changed my mind completely because he's shown he can win games. He's shown that he can put those games on his shoulders and win it late for you. So, even when we have only 1 score games this year with us. Even the game again, he threw the ball to JJ one time. The game we had to get a field goal to win, right? This week he threw it to him 6 times. But I said, calm down, because I'm a believer in Sam Darnold now. Totally flipped me. I'm 100% a believer in Sam Darnold. I think his potential is wasted in other organizations, and KOC is definitely the best quarterback whisperer in the league. And I will say KOC and Sam Darnold is probably the best head coach quarterback tandem just because of what they do, right? You could say Mahomes and Reed, right? Mahomes is Mahomes. Mahomes is a GOAT. He's a GOAT. That's not really it's a good tandem, but that's not the amount of work KOC puts into Sam Darnold, puts into quarterbacks, makes this the best quarterback coach tandem in the league.
It's going to be a shame it's only for 1 year.
The whole room's crazy though too. I mean, how many coaches do they have that can touch the quarterback room? You got McCown. You've got a whole offensive coordinator that we don't even know what he's doing. Wes Phillips, right? There's like 5 coaches. You don't know what he's doing. There's like 5 coaches that actually touch the quarterbacks, man. It's wild. There's a coach for every quarterback. I think that's why it works for Daniel Jones to be here. I kind of feel the same way about Daniel Jones now as I did about Darnold at the beginning of the season, man. I don't have any feeling anymore about one way or the other. I don't know what anybody's upside is when you put them in the right system at the right time, the right coach, the right scheme, and you scheme to the quarterback's strengths. I think that it's a new narrative for the whole NFL. Forget about us being a coach whisperer. Yikes.
I was actually just going to ask you that. Is he a quarterback whisperer, Ronaldo?
I mean, forget about being a quarterback whisperer. Think about just what the narrative is. Do we throw our quarterbacks out too soon? Oh, he's not good in 2 years. He's a bust, right? I mean, or fire the coach. It's the coach's fault. We can't turn him into something in 18 games. Get the frick out of here, man. You know what? That is not how any of the great quarterbacks came up. And as long as we keep doing that, we're going to be blowing through quarterbacks. And thank God we're not overpaying them like we were before the last collective bargaining agreement. We're not having more of those $100 million freaking rookies.
Lions just retook the lead.
Yeah, Lions just took the lead on a touchdown. I'll go up 24-21 unless Dan Campbell does some 2-point conversion, and he might do that. Patrick with the touchdown.
I will say this. You know who else has benefited from this? JJ McCarthy on the bench watching Sam Darnold play. having the VR headset, seeing the plays in practice, and then working on his mechanics and making sure his knees is feeling right. We're winning. He enjoying the atmosphere of a winning team. So it's like he's soaking all this in. And like, this is probably like, I don't want to say best case scenario, but secondary best case scenario for him because he's enjoying and not being forced to lead us to the Super Bowl right now. He gets to soak this all in instead of rushing him to, you got grown men, you got to lead because they count on you to get their paycheck.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if we were 4-8, JJ McCarthy would be feeling the pressure right now for not being able to be in there. If you're anything of a competitor, if you're injured and you're watching your team lose and you're thinking, I could help this team win, but I can't because I'm injured, that would always be in the backside of his mind. But right now, like Shaq said, he gets to soak it in. He gets to see, damn, I can't wait to have the steering wheel of this car. I can't wait to get behind the wheel of this car and drive it. So, yeah, it's a good scenario for him. He's still, more importantly, he's learning the verbiage of the scheme. So when he does actually get to physically play, he will be able to read the plays off. He'll be able to do what is really the most difficult part, which is get the play in, get the play out, get the lineup done, and then go. Fine, reading all that shit, that's something he'll be just fine at. But he's going to know the offense.
He better at this point. If he comes into the season next year and he ain't getting guys up to the line, he's the wrong guy. That is the wrong dude. If he ain't doing that, he is the wrong guy. I'm telling you right now.
Word up, Rinaldi.
If he ain't walking Daniel Jones through that offense right now on the sideline or in that quarterback room, he's the wrong guy. He's been in that system for a whole year. He should be walking other people through that. How do you learn the best? By teaching somebody how to do it. And he should be doing that right now.
Do you know what's crazy about this fan base is the narrative on quarterbacks for us, right? So let's say JJ McCarthy doesn't have us at 10-2 next year in this same time period, right? It is over for JJ McCarthy.
I am petrified of that. I won't let that. I will scream on that. I am petrified of that. And that's bullshit. That's a bullshit take, by the way. I'll say that. That's a bullshit take.
It's how fans react.
What else is crazy is that during the game, our backup quarterback listened to the play going in, watched what was happening on the field, and told the coaches to call a timeout because we had the wrong personnel in for the play that was called.
Is that what happened?
Yes. Why Nick Mullins had his helmet on, he was listening to the plays going in. And he heard the play go in, realized that we didn't have the right personnel, and went and told the coach called timeout. We didn't have the right personnel.
I hadn't heard that. That's wild.
Just go see with his fucking Waffle House menu in front of his face, not even looking at the play.
Nick Mullins, you get my game ball.
That should have been the catch.
When I saw his helmet on, I was like, did something happen to Darnold? Mullins about to come in right now? And lead this game-winning drive?
I think Mullins always wears his helmet to hear the play call.
Mullins did this with his helmet off. He's like,
yeah.
It's fucked up.
Looking like Ace Ventura.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I thought it was wrong.
So, Rinaldi, I'm going to ask you this question. If we could sign Sam Darnold to a one-year extension for $20 million right now, would you do it?
$20 million sounds reasonable. I don't love it because I don't think it's the plan. I think that $20 million would be better suited to do what we did with Cashman, what we did with Van Ginkel, what we did with Greenard. I think it'd be the wrong thing to do and the wrong message to put out there. I don't care. And I know a lot of people would say, well, the guy just took us through to 13-3. There's no right message. If there's going to be a wrong message to somebody somewhere along the line at the end of the day, the reality is that if you put a plan in place, you should stick to the plan. We loved it. We loved it in that draft when we drafted Addison. We loved it in the draft so you got to stick to the plan. And the plan is to keep your money open. and build a team around a quarterback that has a low salary like JJ McCarthy. There's a reason we picked him. There's a reason we're doing it. I love Sam Darnold. I think he's proven to me, just like all you guys said, proven to me he's a hell of a lot better player than I thought he was. He's still got it. I don't think he's going to survive great without KOC or in this plan. And I hope he makes a smart choice. And if we decide that we do keep him, I just hope that he continues to grow, because I think he still has growth. I don't think it's I think our quarterback is already on this team, and I don't think it's Darnold at any price.
Yeah, and fans should probably realize that there is a high chance of regression with this team. It's a rookie quarterback. It's still a rookie quarterback into this game or for next year. Just don't get all mad if you see regression. That's all I'm saying to the fan base.
I would agree.
There's a high chance of it, like 10-2 right now, awesome. But I guarantee some of the people out there will be like, cut Sam Darnold, or trade Sam Darnold at the end of the year. Then when we start Jerry McCarthy and we see regression, those same fans are going to say, why did we trade Sam Darnold? Well, because you wanted it, my guy. I mean, this is how it is. This is the NFL, right? You can't expect a rookie to come out here blazing. I mean, even Jaden Daniels had some struggles this year. CJ Stroud, second year in, having struggles. I mean, it's a rookie quarterback at the end of the day. If you think about it, really, expect regression. If it happens, don't be that fan that said trade Sam Darnold, and then all of a sudden you want Sam Darnold back, kind of like the Kirk fans and the Kirk haters out there. Because I know some of y'all swapped.
Oh no, I feel my true colors.
Yeah, you did. You've been on this. So what about you, Shaq? You bringing Darnold back if he's down to sign a 1-year deal with us? You bringing him back?
I would. Shit, 1 year, and then he said I'd beat out JJ McCarthy.
Right.
If he wins the job, then he deserves it. If not, throwing $20 million down the drain. How much you paying Kirk Cousins this year?
$28 million. We got the room for it. We could do it.
So we can pay Kirk Cousins to play us, but we can't pay Sam Darnold to win us games.
Yeah, because we're also paying Daniil like $15 million.
How many games has Sam Darnold really won us, Shaq?
I mean, even if you sign Sam Darnold to a contract, and let's say during the offseason you go with JJ McCarthy's beating him out, then trade Sam Darnold.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's a free pick right there.
Contract. That's cheap for a starting quarterback. Trade him.
You're not wrong about any of that, but I mean, there's a lot of ifs in this. This is all speculation, which is fine, and we're here to speculate. But every time we turn around, we're putting a new cap on it. All right, if $20 million we can do it, then if we can sign it, we could do it. And if he'll, oh my God, I'm doing that again. Am I?
How much money are we putting on him?
I don't know. I kind of like that aesthetic.
How much money if he beat Kirk Cousins? How much millions does that add to his value?
Well, look, the bottom line is that we got rid of Kirk Cousins for a reason. There's a reason that we're playing against him this week, right? And it was to go with a different plan. All of a sudden, and we found out that the guy wasn't going to bring us anywhere, right? And it opened up all these doors. And now all of a sudden we're going to close those doors because now there's another quarterback who can get us sort of there. He's a guy that might get us there. Maybe. Let's not fall into the same fucking trap again, man. We got a guy. We have a guy. Let's let the guy be the guy.
Well, usually when you have a lot of money in salary cap and you're getting a lot of free agents, that means you're trying to make a Super Bowl run. And when you have a lot of draft picks, that means you are rebuilding.
Correct.
We don't have draft picks, but we have a lot of money. So what quarterback is going to make us the best chance on the Super Bowl run?
JJ McCarthy. And here's the deal. He's our number 10 draft pick. He's the guy we're riding with. We drafted him number 10 for a reason. That's our guy. Sam Darnold is playing his way into a great contract for another team. And then we've got our backup quarterback for $1 million a year who can happen to run this offense and maybe win us 50% of the games he would have to play in. We don't need to invest $20 million into another quarterback that may or may not get us there. That's not our future. When we can take that $20 million and invest it in a defensive tackle.
Nick Mullins might be on the practice squad come playoff time there, Fish.
Yeah, Nick Mullins might also be starting if Sam Darnold's ankle goes to shit, Cody.
His
Yeah.
name is going to be Super Bowl Donald. That's what we're going to start calling him. Super Bowl Donald. You heard it here first on Let's Go.
And that's great. And what's his name from the Eagles?
Wentz.
No, the other kid.
Nick
Philly,
Foles?
Philly.
Nick Foles.
Yeah, Nick Foles. Yeah, he was Super Bowl Nick too. How'd that work out?
They won a Super Bowl.
And then
And then he's got a statue out front of the Veterans Stadium. I don't.
okay, we'll build a statue of Sam Darnold, and and he can go sign for $50 million a year
He
somewhere
deserves
else.
that. Build him
Give me
a
a-
Trojan statue in Minnesota.
Shit, we're about to die before this team wins the Super Bowl at one point. If you think about it,
Maybe
I mean,
me, but I think some of you guys got a chance of seeing it.
do you see what I'm drinking? I ain't fucking living that.
Let's see that again. Let's see that.
No,
stuff.
that's true, buddy. You are
Me.
drinking paint thinner.
In the army, I fucking.
I was going to say coolant.
I ain't living much longer either.
Cody could actually go out into the weather right now, and he would start right up.
You're like,
Welcome back, Captain.
what universe is this? Like, we got Sam Donald at quarterback, 11-2. 10-2.
It's a fumble.
I went to opening
Cool,
day. I
Bob.
saw Daniel Jones. Tell me, I would have thought he was going to be our quarterback on our team.
What a season.
This is almost as good as 2017. Almost.
Almost. It's almost 2017, but it's better than 20,000 or 2022, right?
Yeah,
Way
it's better than 2018 too. And see, I'll be mad if we go to an NFC Championship and then we go switch quarterbacks and then we don't.
Yikes.
How you gonna feel if the NFC Championship is us in Philly?
Likely.
Who home?
I hope we lose 52-3.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No,
I'm not
no,
going-
no, no.
No, I'm totally kidding. I hope that we win that game in Philly and Sam Darnold's the greatest quarterback in Viking history and Case Keenum's right behind him.
I'm not going back to that parking lot.
I can't argue against that. I cannot argue against that.
Like that's fine with I'm full on board.
He
But
just got past Kirk Cousins.
now that we're kind of talking about it, do you guys think like this is a pop-up year for us, or are we starting to open our window? Like 09 was kind of a pop-up, 17 was kind of a pop-up, 22 was kind of a pop-up. You can go further back, and we have these pop-up seasons where it's like, okay, we're competing to go like to the Super Bowl. We get to the NFC Championship, we lose, and then we don't get close for 10, 15 years. Are we just in the window of the pop-up season, or are we starting to open up our window where we're contending for the Super Bowl consistently?
I don't think it's a pop-up season with regard to that, like that 10-year window, regardless of what happens at the end of the year. What I do think we're in is the 2-year window. Like, do you remember when Zim was coach? It was like we'd make the playoffs and we wouldn't make the playoffs, and we'd make the playoffs and we wouldn't make the playoffs. I think there's something to that, and I don't think it's necessarily the team. I think it's the schedule. Right? You get a first place schedule, you kind of sink down a little bit. You might lose a guy, you might lose a coordinator. Right. If it really happens it has to do with, I think, keeping the core together, keeping your coaching staff together, which, by the way, we have one of the best in the league. And if we have a first place schedule, we're going to see some regression next year, to Cody's point. And a lot of people are going to be blaming McCarthy if he's the starter. But I think that's going to happen with Darnold or anybody. We are in a window. I think the window's open. I think it's a 3 to 5 year window. But I do expect to see it kind of, be a little dynamic.
What was it? 25, 26, 27?
No, 31.
So who had that big window? Was it Rinaldi or was it Cody? One of them had like
Cody.
a
Cody was like 8 years from now.
yeah. Cody had like 8. I think Rinaldi had like a 2 or 3 year window. Then Cody had like an 8-year window.
5 to 8 is the end of. It was at the end of JJ McCarthy's rookie contracts when I thought our window would open up. I mean, I right now I think we are in. It's the 1 to 2 year window. It's a pop up. It's a pop up window. It's just a typical Vikings thing that we see every single time we try to make the playoffs. Right? There's some years where we go 98, 99, 2000, or it's just not that. It's not that long extended contending streak like we've seen the Niners this past 6-7 years. Right? I just think we're going to see regression that's this next year if JJ McCarthy is the quarterback, because I mean he's still a rookie, right? So the window opened up right now. Now, do you want to keep this window open up and you're going to pay all these free agents? Because when you pay free agents, a lot of free agents, that means you're opening it up for a Super Bowl window, right? If you're just drafting a bunch of people, that means you're in a rebuild mode, right? So
okay, I'm going to disagree here, and here's where I'm at.
Show me.
Going back to 2022, we went 13-4, and no matter what you want to say about our DVOA, our point differential, all that, fact of the matter is a winning season. We went to the playoffs. We lost in the playoffs. Started Let's Skol podcast, so there's a positive out of that. Last year, despite our catastrophic start with turnovers, we turned things around, and we were looking like a double-digit win team before Kirk Cousins blew out his ankle. Right, Shaq?
Mm-hmm.
We were looking good, like we were going to be maybe a 10-win team, despite how we started. So that just means that the team's kind of set. We've got our coaches in place, hopefully. The scheme is in place. Most of the core players are in place. We're not in a pop-up year. We're on the third year of what should have been 3 double-digit win seasons. And we're about to drop our real QB into place and put the NOS on this thing next year. So this is not a pop-up. This is what sustained success looks like.
It's called the end of the competitive rebuild era.
Oh, I like that, because I think a lot of us, like last year, were like questioning whether it's a competitive rebuild or not. Not really seeing it while we were in the moment, but that's actually a good way to put it. I don't know that putting JJ McCarthy in next season is putting the nods on it exactly yet, because he will be a rookie. Like, I have all the faith in the world in JJ McCarthy. I'm super happy to have him. I'm glad that's who we drafted. I'm glad he's our quarterback of the future, but there could be some regression coming along with that, unless he goes out there like Jaden Daniels or something, or even damn Bo Nix.
The question is, does he process faster than Darnold? That's Darnold's weakness. It takes a little time to process. If he processes faster, there won't be any regression. You're going to see more quick strikes. You're going to see
down Green Bay.
I think we're as blind coming into the year as we were this year for next year. We're totally blind, right? Like we have Sam Darnold coming in the game, totally blind. We were totally offset with the win, or our 10-2 record right now. Now we're putting in JJ McCarthy. We're going in blind again, because again, just like what you said, Fish. Does JJ McCarthy process faster than Sam Darnold? I don't know. Does anybody know?
We gotta
find out. We're hoping for that.
JJ McCarthy, they said so. Like early preseason, before he started throwing with us, he was kind of missing his reason and all that. By the next time he came back, he looked like a switch hit him early. So that's what I like about JJ McCarthy. It looked like he learns fast. So I would say
I saw half of football in preseason from JJ McCarthy. He's gonna be fine.
That boy can play football.
Sorry, Shaq. I didn't mean to cut you off, Shaq. My bad.
I really think he is going to be a really good quarterback. I just don't think it's going to be right off the bat.
Yeah, that's cool. Our team just got to be better. I want our team to be better fit for JJ McCarthy than JJ McCarthy to have to be like that. If you get what I'm saying, I want our team to play better for JJ versus him having to carry us.
Right. So we don't have to depend on JJ to win games. Kind of like Sam Darnold. Don't depend on him to win games. Just don't lose games for us. Though Darnold has kind of stepped up in the role to win games for us. Yeah. But the first part of the season, we weren't expecting that. It's just don't make mistakes. Like, let the team do what they do. You don't make mistakes and cost us the game, then we'll be fine. But Sam Darnold's actually stepped up into the role to actually go out there and win his games and do game-winning drives. He has 3 game-winning drives in the last 4 games. So, but we need to give JJ the same opportunity to progress into that.
Yes,
run the ball.
He better win 42-3 in his first game.
He better. Or I'm gonna go buy his jersey just to burn it if he doesn't.
5 touchdowns, no picks, first game.
That's a hot take.
Just needs to win.
So right now the Packers are up on the Lions 28-24. Let's talk about this division just a little bit.
Oh, that's open. All right.
No, he's wide open. Was that the dagger?
That was a dagger.
That was the dagger. So the Lions are in first place, 11-1. Packers are 9-3 in third. We're sitting here at 10-2. Bears are 4-8. They're out of the playoffs. They fired their coach. Everything's burning down there. But what I want to ask you guys, we're here at 10-2, and we're sitting in second place. Do you guys feel like this really sucks that we have an 11-1 team ahead of us, and then we got a 9-3 team breathing down our neck? Or is this just exciting football?
It's pretty scary.
I'll say it's scary and exciting because, we have 3 winning teams in our division alone, and they well above 500. And it's like, if one team makes a mistake, they fall back in the rankings of playoffs. Like a team a team with 10 wins might not even make the playoffs from our division.
Well, yeah, only one team. Bob, there's empty beer cans behind me.
Packers win tonight. Our game this Sunday comes an absolute must-win game.
Must win.
So absolute
must win.
Every game is a must-win, but this is an absolute must-win game if the Packers win tonight.
I don't know if Brian's meds kicked in or the alcohol.
Yes. Why is it a must-win?
Yes.
Yes.
But why is it a must-win? We've already beaten the Packers. We're still up on them in the tiebreak.
Yeah, all it takes is them winning one because they're going to be ahead of us in the division.
We got to keep pace. Yeah, we got to keep pace, Fish, because we got to play them again.
But
Not only do we have to
that's
keep
the great thing about this is the pressure's on. We stay on. It's like a playoff mentality now. So we got to keep going.
Yeah, we do.
But I'm not looking at where our seeding's going to be if we make the playoffs as a wild card. I'm looking at winning the division and taking a shot at being the 1 seed.
And that can happen.
And we need the Lions to lose.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that was Travis's birthday on Sunday. That's a dub.
Yeah, the Lions can lose, and they lose against the Bills. We lose to the Packers. We're still in third place, and the Packers are in first place, and the Lions are in second. Now we're battling for second in the week.
Yeah, all I'm looking for is 1 loss, Cody. You're looking for 6.
I'm not.
The sky is falling.
Right now. I'd rather keep pace with the Lions and not keep pace with the Lions and the Packers, is all I'm trying to say.
I'd rather have a situation where Week 18 doesn't mean anything because we're up 2 games on the line.
Week 18 is going to mean, no matter what, it's going to mean something.
It doesn't matter.
No, it's not good because you said we might not even make the playoffs, so no matter what.
But we got to win in Week 18 to make the playoffs, even if that happens. I mean, Week 18 is going to mean something no matter what. We are starting players on Week 18, the way this schedule is broken down. I'm telling you right now.
All I know is that, and I hate this most overused term in football, but iron sharpens iron. And this division is going to have a representative in the fucking Super Bowl. That's what I do know. And I don't know that it's got to come from the 1 seed, the 5 seed, or the 7 seed. What I do know is that these teams know how to win football games. And we're going to have a representative. I don't think anybody else. I think the Eagles are going down to an NFC North team. I really do. And we shall see.
So right now, as it stands, Vikings have a 99% chance of making the playoffs. It's actually like 99.6%. So I guess, Cody, you're kind of right. It's not 100%. But like the Buccaneers would have to win every game. Cardinals would have to win every game. Rams would have to win every game. We'd have to lose every game. The reality is we can clinch a playoff spot if we just beat the Falcons and if the Cardinals and Rams lose this week. And they both have a tough game.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be one of the soonest that I can remember us clinching a playoff spot if we actually do it.
Yeah, it'd be
stacking dubs.
It'd be as close as I think.
Wins a win, guys. Wins a win.
A win is a win. Just put that, when they say Vikings clinch playoffs after beating the Kirk Cousins led Falcons. How does that sound for a storyline?
Who else do we need to lose to clinch playoffs next week with our Vikings win?
Cardinals and Rams.
Just Cardinals and Rams. That's the easiest way.
And I think one of them plays the Bills and one of them plays the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
So it could happen.
I think it happens. I do think it happens. We are going to clinch this weekend. But if we lose to the Falcons and the Packers win tonight, it just got a little interesting in the North. I'd rather have.
I mean, right now in the 5th seed, we're lined up to play the Falcons in the first round if the playoffs started today.
Down.
And we right now we have 4 more wins than the Falcons, and we'd be the road team.
Yep.
That's
Wild. That's wild. Do you think like there needs to be something done, or no? You won your division, you get a home game, or should it be like, I don't know, the fourth one doesn't get the home game. Whoever has the 4th best record out of the conference winner or division winners, you don't get a home game.
I think it's division because you play those dudes twice. I mean, you play the same team twice a year. Everybody in your division, it has to be a division with the top 4 seeds. Because you could be a division like us to where we play this is the best division in football, and you play them twice, and it doesn't matter what your record comes out as. You do show up as one of the better teams in the league. Like you can be a 7 seed and still beat the 2 seed or whatever the seed we're going to be playing right away with.
Bob Swede wants some playing games, Fish.
No, he wants 5-game series.
He wants a plain.
Hey, I'd be down for 5-game series. That'd make the NFL season like 9 months out of the year. Let's go.
Well, then it would be just like the NBA and the NHL.
Yeah.
In an in-season tournament, so you get a lot.
Major League Baseball.
The draft is like 2 weeks after the Super Bowl.
What sport is it where the draft is actually after the season starts? Is that the NBA?
No,
I like this guy's idea because if it like basketball, they have an in-season tournament to determine a playoff spot. If you show up in like the 10th or 9th seed, we'd be in the playoffs right now. We'd be clinched if we won the in-season tournament like NBA does.
We're gonna be clinched this weekend anyways. We don't need that shit.
Yeah, we will.
But when we get in, Cody, are we a Super Bowl contender?
Yeah, we're a Super Bowl contender right now. I think we're labeled as a dark horse Super Bowl contender. I think.
Why is that?
I mean, you look at past Super Bowls, right? You look at I'm looking at the Giants Super Bowl. They're a really good defense, kind of like our defense, right? They're blitzing a lot of sacks, right? The offense was led by Eli Manning, and he did Eli Manning things towards the 4th quarters, and he took their team, that 9-7 Giants team, to the Super Bowl, and he beat a super team, like a super elite team, a super contender, as if you want to say, like an undefeated team, 18-0, and beat him. How did he beat him? He came back,
scored more points.
4th quarter, came back in that 4th quarter. So, hey man, if you make playoffs, anything is possible.
that's the idea.
In the playoffs, a win's a win.
Definitely.
Oh, 100%.
Win is a win.
I'll concede to that. So Lions are on the 2-yard line, looking to go in, 3rd and goal. Play action, throws the end zone, touchdown Lions.
Tim Patrick.
Fish is happy to be on schedule right now.
Yeah.
I know, man. This is crazy. I'm not fully behind.
Is it expectations right now as game of the year, as they labeled it?
Boo! It was Vikings Bears. Vikings versus Bears was game of the year. This is garbage.
So Lions will go up 31-28. This is just a back and forth, no defense game. Which I would kind of worry about if we could stay in this type of game in a shootout.
We did it before.
I mean, it's 31-28. Isn't that kind of what our score was?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
not with 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's true.
If we're down,
our defense is better.
If we're down 6 points or less, and Sam Darnold's got the ball with 2 minutes left in the game, I have no worries.
I didn't
either. I did not either. I was like, oh, he got it. And then I
will say that when Kyler got the ball with the minute 13 left and all he needed was a field goal to win, I was like, uh-oh.
I mean, I know we already talked about the Cardinal game. Is anybody happy that they actually kicked a field goal on that 4th down at the end and didn't go for the freaking touchdown? Because what did we prove that we could have stopped them from passing a 5-yard touchdown?
Nah, we could have because we've been stopping them all game long. So I mean, you
Hey,
can
Keith,
You
that
got it.
reminds me of the question I asked. It's 4th and 5. It's 4th and goal from the 5. Do you trust this defense to make the stop?
No.
I don't either.
Yeah.
No.
I do.
But that's not like a detriment to our defense. Like, I don't know that I trust any defense. Like, I think it's advantage offense in that situation.
But I'll say this: Cam Bynum, I think it was, who said they felt confident giving the ball back to Kyler Murray. They said they got this. That's how confident the defense was. Giving them the ball back, we was like, we got this. We're gonna make a play for our offense and end the game right now. And they came through.
They did, and I was scared as hell about that. But let's go ahead and let's do it. Let's jump into this game that we got coming up on Sunday. We've been waiting long enough. Week 14. We've had this on our schedule, since March or whatever. We've been looking forward to it. I think I've got a little bit of anticlimactic with the situation with Kirk. He's had a few bad games, had a really bad game last week, but it's still Kirk playing against us. So we're facing the 6-6 Falcons. They are the leaders in the NFC South right now. If playoffs started today, we'd be facing him in Atlanta. Vikings are 5.5 favorites. Is that surprising?
No, it's about right.
5.5. Think that's about right.
I'm taking
That
the
sounds like
spread.
a lot.
I'm taking the spread.
You're taking Atlanta plus 5.5?
I want to take the Atlanta plus 5.5.
Don't say that on here, Cody.
I'm sorry. I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to finish as the starting quarterback in that game.
Well, then
Wow,
take
there goes
Vikings.
my hot take.
Then take Vikings minus 5.5 because if Penix comes in, we're up by 17 at least. You think Penix is going to lead his comeback? No, right, Cody. Just don't talk.
Do we watch Vikings football at all? I don't know.
What are your thoughts, Rinaldi, going into this game?
Yeah, man. Look, it's a game I think everybody had circled. I think our defense has it circled. I think they want to show Kirk that we know what the hell's going on, and they're going to be making fun of him on the one side. Dude, I can't. It's going to be fun as hell to watch. I think this game is the tale of two teams. The Falcons were the same team as the Vikings were this offseason, with a pretty good roster that needed a quarterback. And we were a team that had a pretty good roster that had a good quarterback, and we didn't re-sign them, and they took our quarterback. And guess what? They had the same record we did last year, and we're 10-2 without them, and they're 6-5 or whatever they are with them. So I think we have to. I think we have to win this game. I think we have to continue to prove that we made the right choice, and I think we're going to come out and put a real emphasis on making this thing look the way this season has, and I think we can do it.
Yeah, I think we'll finally find out how divided this fan base really was on the hatred for Kirk or in the love for Kirk. If we hear louder boos than the cheers, then we got our answer, right? There's more Kirk haters than there's Kirk stands. If we hear more cheers than boos, then there's that answer right there. I think it's 50-50, but we'll find out Sunday. I think it's personally going to be a lot of boos.
Did you hear?
It's amazing that Peterson's hatred for Cousins severely overrules his disappointment in this team.
Yeah, it does severely.
Have you heard that?
So hey, the Falcons are 6-6 going into Week 14, and the amazing thing is that in 2023 the Falcons were 6-6 going into Week 14, and yet they got their quarterback.
So he made them better.
They are the same.
Oh,
Same.
oh.
6-6 both years.
They had like Desmond Ridder and Heineke last year, so it's kind of the same as Kirk Cousins.
I mean,
With better stats.
About the same.
Yeah. What scares me about this Falcons team is not only are they backed up into a corner, is they're also fighting for a playoff spot with this game. This is a must win game for them. Right, 6-7, they come into the game, and they're low. You back up a team in a corner, they're going to get hungry, they're going to play tough, and they're going to play mean. So,
Rinaldi, do you think he's going to get booed, or do you think he might actually get an applause? Kirk Cousins.
They should, listen, man. They should applaud him. we should be throwing flowers at his feet. We're 10-2. Thank you, Kirk, for fucking taking the bag. Thanks for leaving, you scumbag. Go take your money and stay in Atlanta. Thanks for getting out of here. You're the man. We should be throwing flowers at him, bro. We should give him a Skol chant. Yeah, it's great. No. By the way, anybody hear that Justin Jefferson hasn't talked to Kirk Cousins once since he left the team? Anybody see that article?
No, I did, but I thought the Judge Jefferson wouldn't sign with us if Kirk wasn't here.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard Jalen Naylor won't sign back if Sam Darnold's not here.
See ya.
Yeah, good riddance.
Tristan Jackson, how you doing?
Tristan Jackson, damn. We all had high hopes for him in the preseason. That guy hasn't taken a snap.
You got too many receivers.
He was on the field last game. He was on the field quite a bit last game. I think he committed 22% of the snaps last game.
Tristan Jackson.
Yeah.
Number
I heard
11.
his name called.
No, that
was Sherfield.
Oh, Sherfield.
He's
Tristan
8.
Jackson.
Oh, he's
Sherfield.
Come on.
Yeah. Tomato, same damn player. They both
Tomato.
They all look alike, right?
Pecan.
Oh, definitely Florio made that story up.
Do you guys think that that's a good one, Rob? He said the Falcon fans are going to be booing them.
They already are.
Do you guys think the NFL downplayed this game from the very start? Yeah. First of all, they made it's a Sunday noon game. Didn't give it at least a later game, a later slate. Didn't give it a primetime game. They could have flexed it. They didn't. I mean, it's two teams battling for first place in their divisions. It's Kirk Cousins coming back to Minnesota. It's not like we're going to Atlanta to play them. He's coming back to here. And then not only that, Fox has their game of the week being the Carolina Panthers and the Eagles.
I thought that got changed.
No, that's still the game of the week.
Rams versus Bills. No, that's Sunday night.
And the Falcons technically is a playoff team right now because I think
they win their division right now. They're first in their division. So it's I just feel like the NFL is being brain dead to Kirk Cousins, who played the last 6 years in Minnesota, is going back, and how divided our fan base on it. I don't know. I don't think that they have the touch.
He didn't win anything. He's not coming back to anything.
He did.
I know what you're saying, but he didn't win anything.
Or
it's not like Tom Brady going back to the Patriots. It's Kirk Cousins going back to the Vikings. Come on, dude.
So I'm going to go back 2 years to when we were
the most divisive player in Vikings history is coming back to Minnesota.
I'll have you know, sources tell me if Kirk Cousins got the referee play, he could win the Super Bowls like with Tom Brady.
Yeah, my sources told me he had multiple ones if he had the refs.
There you go.
So I'm going to go back to when we were in 2022 and winning games by the skin of our teeth, and nobody liked us, nobody talked about us. And I'm going to say it's just because it's Kirk Cousins. Don't nobody give a damn about no Kirk Cousins. When Kirk Cousins involved, they just don't care. The disrespect is not aimed at us. It's aimed at Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, including me. I don't care either.
Yeah, you do, bro. If we lose this game to Kirk Cousins, you're gonna be more mad. You're gonna be more mad than if it was Desmond Ridder.
This is like a playoff loss. If we lose to Kirk Cousins,
there's a lot on the line for Viking fans in this one. Not just we're gonna really need a win, no matter who wins this Packers and Lions game, but it's gonna be a Vikings fan base. It's split between Kirk Cousins. So one side's gonna have the advantage, the other side's gonna have the advantage. And we're gonna hear that probably for a whole year, the whole offseason.
Hey,
beat us.
Hey, Keith, send the link on the YouTube.
All right.
I think the game doesn't matter because the script is already wrote. Why it's at fucking noon.
I don't believe in the script. I don't believe in the script.
Yeah, me neither. But it's kind of hard after.
And maybe I just don't want to.
Yeah,
but I don't believe in it. Do I believe some refs might do some things? Yeah.
Right now, they're working on who we're gonna play in the playoffs. That's how the script going right now. who they want to see us play in the playoffs. They're going to try to set up that matchup.
Yeah, they're trying to fix seeding. All right, who needs to lose? The Packers definitely need to win tonight, so they take second. And they get the 5th seed to play the commies, the Commanders. That'd be a really good game for playoffs. Then the Vikings can play. They're a really stingy team, really good team. They can play that 2 seed. I think that'll be a good setup in the Eagles, Vikings. Then it's crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're basically, it's like the WWE. They're calling the match in the ring.
Yeah, national
to get to
football.
the final outcome.
National
They
football.
know what the finish is. They're just calling the match in the ring.
Yep. All right, Detroit's defense is done. McNeil has a concussion in the game. Oof.
Yeah, this is where depth come into play. Like,
Well,
the
Watson
season's
just had
it's
an
been a
offensive
long
pass
NFL
interference.
season.
I mean,
I don't know about that one.
Detroit's got the offense to keep up with no defense. I'll tell them that. I'll give them that.
I'll say Watson did the pick better than Brandon Powell did.
Yeah, he sure did. He looked like he was trying to run a route.
Yep. I don't know. This is crazy. So we got the Packers. What are they on? Like the 15-yard line? Oh, the 16-yard line. 2nd and goal, 4:32 to go. Got Love back. A lot of pressure.
He's
Looks like he's throwing it away. You need to, throwing it away. Yeah, I agree. That was kind of a bullshit call.
But yeah.
Oh shit, we might be playing the Lions 3 times a year this year. If they lose tonight and they succeed the division to Green Bay and they're the 2 seed and we end up being the 7 seed.
Well, then I hope we lose to them twice in the regular season because it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
Yeah.
So they say.
So many scenarios.
Well,
nah,
we beat them once,
we want to
then
make them the 7 seed, so they got to go play Philly in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I need that 1 seed. I want us to be home and have that bye.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody wants that.
Mm-hmm.
Worst case,
Oh, Love, what are you doing?
worst case, can we get 2nd seed or is that impossible for us?
Impossible.
Well, we could win the division and get the 2nd seed at Philly.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
one.
We have to win the division no matter what, or else we're getting the 5th seed at best.
Because I kind of do want to play a wild card game, so we not rusty going into the
I don't subscribe to that at all. Give me that. Give me that break. Give me that break. Something that surprised me when I was looking at stuff about this game. Like, I've watched Kirk Cousins play and stuff like that, but I haven't been paying close attention. Did you know that Kirk Cousins leads the NFL in interceptions and leads the NFL in fumbles, therefore leads the NFL in turnovers?
Yeah.
He has 13 interceptions and 12 fumbles. The man has 25 turnovers.
You like that?
You like that?
I like that. I like that. I love that.
To his 17 touchdowns. 17 touchdowns.
We about to add on to that
turnovers.
tally.
Wait, so we're paying him how much money to do this? So I know the
28
Falcons paying him too, but we're paying him 20. Y'all said 20 million.
28 million dollars. Yeah.
We can't give Sandow 20.
Well, you can think about it like
Rinaldi
this,
says
Shaq.
no.
No.
We are paying him to subvert a playoff team and take them out of the running.
There you
Yes. We're paying him $1 million a turnover.
He didn't throw a pass over 40 miles an hour, I was told. Think about that.
No, it was like 35, I think.
Well, one was 35. One was as low as 35. He didn't throw one over like 45 miles an hour. Dude, that's ridiculous.
Did you see that TikTok video of him? They're saying this is the longest drawn out pass in the air I've ever seen. And it was picked. It took like 3 seconds to get to the outside receiver.
Look at this.
Well,
Cousins
could
suck.
be that cliff. Could be the cliff.
Yeah, not all fumbles were turnovers. Okay. Thanks.
I mean, shit. If you recover them, that's good.
Attaboy. Because he couldn't run.
Oh man, he's gonna. Can we get to the Falcons game already? We're in the Falcons game, right?
We're in the, let's go, man. Let's do it.
Okay, all right, here we go, Mr. Statue. You're fucked. I am so sorry. You're getting sacked. I'm gonna take it right now. 7 sacks. He's getting sacked 7 times.
I hope so.
He will be benched in the 4th quarter to Michael Penix.
I want 2 Kirk specials. Kirk, give me the 2 Kirk
I am
specials.
suing Cody for freaking plagiarism this season.
I said he wasn't even gonna play in the game, so I'm kind of with you.
You
Fish.
talking about the 7 sacks?
In the aftercare, I said 2 INTs and 7 sacks.
Oh shit! I'm going 2 fumbles, 7 sacks. How about that one?
Oh, okay. So that avoids the copyright infringement.
Yes, I'm going Kirk Cousins special. Drop the ball on the ground.
Kirk
So
Cousins
here's the
specials.
question, fellas. Do you guys think he's going to get booed? Do you think he'll get applauded?
He's getting booed.
It's gonna be both. Kirk Cousins got fans. As much as I hate Kirk Cousins fans, he got the fans, and he deserves it. You know, everybody like his play style.
I'm pretty big in the card selling business, you know, and if Kirk Cousins is wearing a jersey and it's an autograph, those things are cheap as fuck. Vikings fans don't even want to touch them cards. They'd rather buy Sam Darnold cards right now.
They bailed on him, huh?
What you saying is the Sam Darnold cards is hot in the streets right now.
Hot as fuck in the streets right now. You get a Sam Darnold right now. A Sam Darnold card costs fucking $40 with an autograph 2 years ago. Now it's up to like $400 right now.
That's smart money right there.
So
Sam
you
Darnold
boys
card.
are aware of the Kirk Cousins curse, right?
Which is
Where any team that loses to a Kirk Cousins-led team does not win the Super Bowl. And you are also aware that any team that Kirk Cousins is the quarterback for does not make it past the divisional round. Welcome back, Captain.
With the history lesson.
Why did you do this to us, Fish?
Because that's how I roll, Cody.
You cannot understate the importance of this game.
Exactly.
It's very
must win.
I think his heel hit out of bounds.
I think they also said, speaking of McLaughlin, KOC might say he might get some playing time.
Yep.
Out of necessity.
I'm excited for McLaughlin. I think that's going to be my hot take this week. It's going to be about McLaughlin.
Pick
Go ahead,
six.
let's bring on a guest. You guys want to bring on a guest?
let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mike, what's up, man?
Yo, what's
Orlando,
going on,
buddy?
guys? Thank you so much for having me on here tonight.
Are you a
Don't
Kirk
think
Cousins
it's
fan?
yet. Yeah, it is too early.
All right, well, let's just say nothing much is really going on. I just got done studying for my homework. I'm watching the Lions Packers game, but bro, it is so tight out there, out in the Motor City.
Yeah. Is that where you're at?
Yeah, I'm currently out in where am I at? Out in East Lansing, Michigan. So,
So yeah,
my Lions fans who shit talk me a lot.
you're right in the center of it.
8 Mile, baby.
Oh yeah, I live on 8 Mile Road actually.
There you go.
Hey, lose yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about your mom.
Well, my mom's actually a Vikings fan, so don't really feel sorry for her. My dad,
That's mama.
my dad, we should
Till I
feel sorry for.
collapse.
Go to his mama.
Yeah, Skol is Eminem's mama, man.
Is this your guy, Mike?
Yeah, that's my guy. He's cool.
So Mike, what are your thoughts going into this game against Kirk Cousins, the Atlanta Falcons?
All right, I gotta say this. My thoughts of Kirk Cousins coming back to US Bank Stadium is that the stadium is going to be like probably the most electric it's ever been. Like probably more electric than when Favre played against the Packers back in 2009.
Wow.
That was a freaking electric ass game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Were you a Kirk fan?
Honestly, yes, I was. I mean, I go to Michigan State currently, so I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Okay, that's fair. I just need to know where the perspective's coming from.
Yeah, but I mean, you did get it like a road playoff win against Drew Brees, nonetheless.
He did.
And
That's it.
And that's it.
Wait a minute, Mike. Are you from Massachusetts?
No, I'm actually from like Michigan, like 30 minutes outside of Detroit. So,
All right, I'm sorry. I just heard the R's disappearing, and I grew up in Massachusetts, and I was like, hold on.
bro, you have no idea how many times I've heard that come out of other people's mouths when they were like, meeting me for the first time.
So what do you think about that, Rinaldi, about this being more electric than the Brett Favre Aaron Rodgers showdown?
Bro, I think it's gonna be like a fart in church, man. I don't think it's gonna be. It's gonna be like pissing in the wind. It's gonna be there's Cousins again. No one's gonna care.
The
I don't think it's
decisive
gonna be
game.
What, dude? How will no one care? I mean, this is a quarterback who gave us a playoff win, and not to mention probably got us in one of our best records in franchise history.
Bro, a playoff win in 6 years is not anything to be excited about. I'm really
all about it
sorry.
doing it in one.
So
I'm sorry, bro.
I don't agree with him that this is a nothing burger, but I also don't agree that one win is something to celebrate over the 6 years with how much we paid him and what the expectations were for him, because we were coming off an NFC Championship game, and he came in and we went 8-8, but he did get us a playoff win. Cool. I think this is more because the fan base became so divisive. I've never seen the fan base split so much than they have been over do they like Kirk or not like Kirk. So I think that kind of makes it a big deal. It doesn't matter what he's in here.
I'm going to tell you why it's going to be electric. Because after hearing the crowd last week,
You better get on here. You talk like that.
in those first 3 quarters, we heard the crowd last week. Actually, we didn't hear the crowd last week in the first 3 quarters. It was very quiet. I think this crowd is going to be electric. They're going to be up to their norm again, back to US Bank Stadium loud, and then adding Kirk Cousins into this is going to make it just a little bit more louder. I think it's going to be an exciting time at the game.
After about a month hiatus, Mike Breedy has checked in. You are now free to move about the cabin.
Merry Christmas.
Well, you got that right. I mean, Kirk coming back is going to add a whole other layer of excitement onto this football game. I mean, it's not going to be as close as the one we did out in Arizona last week. That's for sure. Assuming our defense doesn't go soft.
Oh, you thought the defense was bad last week?
Well, the Cardinals? I mean, our defense couldn't stop Trey McBride. I mean, we were leaving him open on so many plays.
Second best tight end in the NFL. That's what I'm told.
McBride?
No, I think our defense was soft. The middle of the defense was soft, but it was kind of that bend don't break defense, because they were giving up a lot of yards, giving a lot of big plays, but they weren't giving up points. They weren't giving one touchdown.
That is true.
That's for his defense. It's a bend don't break. If you're going to send the house, you're going to give up some yards. So,
yeah. I mean, the thing that always scares me most is midway through the fourth, and I just see our defense allowing 250, 350 yards per game, and then we trail by 7 going in midway through the fourth quarter. Then we have to play catch up. I mean, if we want to go to a Super Bowl and maybe even beat the Lions, I mean, we can't have that.
I got a question for you, Mike. How much of a believer were you in Sam Darnold at the beginning of the year to the believer that you are now in the past 3 weeks?
That's a good question.
Okay, so Sam Darnold, I had low expectations. We were probably going to be this 7-win team, but I mean, but here's the thing, I don't see us going on a very, I don't want to disappoint any Vikings fans out there, but I don't see us realistically going deep. I have belief that we can go to a Super Bowl.
That's fair. That's
it.
Now, is that because Jalen Naylor is only catching touchdowns?
Dropping everything in.
The Michigan State?
Michigan State?
Yeah, but Jalen Naylor's he's
not Kirk Cousins.
Probably one of our best wide receivers.
But the real question is do you have a Josh Metellus voodoo doll hidden somewhere because he played for Michigan? Come on, you can be real with us.
Nah.
No, you don't carry the rivalry that deep.
Nah, he's a Viking fan. He's a Viking fan.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't care if JJ McCarthy went to Michigan. I'll still cheer the guy on.
That's fair. That's fair.
As long as he's wearing the purple.
I'm just testing you, buddy. I just want to know how deep you go. Okay. What's more important? Are you more of a college guy or a pro guy? Just check.
I'm a pro guy.
So
AI guy.
Same here.
are you more of a Kirk Cousins fan or a Vikings fan? That's the real question. It boils down to this.
I'm a Vikings fan. I've been a Vikings fan since 2009.
I've
Since the original Minneapolis Miracle of Brett Favre.
There you go.
Against San Francisco.
Yep. I tell you what, you're in college right now. I was in college freshman year of that game in 2009. I went out of my dorm room screaming down the hall. I couldn't even believe it.
Where'd you go to school at, Cody?
What's up?
Where'd you go to school?
Where I went to school, University of Iowa, then in high school in Briarcliff University.
Ooh.
Nice. Hey, all right, so
TJ Hawk
here's a
also went
question
to
for
Iowa.
you, new guy.
He did. A lot of good tight ends go to Iowa.
So Detroit's going to win the game, by the way.
Hey, so question for you, Mike. All right, so you just said how 2009 made you a Vikings fan, right? Mm-hmm. And we see in our closed Facebook group a lot of people who say 98 made them a Vikings fan, 2009 made them a Vikings fan because of what the years were. Do you think that 2024 will make people Vikings fans?
You know what? If 2019 made people Vikings fans, like the younger generation of then, I have a feeling that like this young, energetic Vikings team will get people to draw people into their fan base because that's what we need.
Yes, winning.
And what do you think will be the catalyst? Like 98, it was Moss and the offense. 09, it was Favre and the exciting way we won games. And do you think it'll be JJ?
I have a feeling it's either gonna be JJ or Addison. It's gonna be one of the two. Because
Addison's a damn good receiver.
You got that right. A really
1B. He a 1B out here.
And anybody that came in the last 6 years is a fan because of Cousins.
Stop it.
Hey, yo, get rid of them.
So, Ronaldo, how do you think the Vikings need to attack this game against the Falcons?
They have to. What they can't let, honestly, to Cousins' point, they can't let him hit over the middle. That the dude can get rid of the ball quick, and we are soft in the middle. We have to stop him from hitting over the middle, and that could come in a number of different ways. It can come with pressure, it could come with coverage, it could come with scheming, but we've got to stop that ball from coming out quickly, and that's what's beaten us all year. The games that we looked our worst in and the games we lost in were to pros that knew how to look at a blitz and get the ball out over the middle. And he's best at throwing right over the middle. That's why Hawk had so many good years with him. So I think that's a huge key.
I think so too.
Fourth and inches, fellas.
Fourth and inches? Oh, he's going for it. Wait, 31-31? He has to kick this, right?
He's going.
No, he's kicking. That's why he's letting the time run down.
Points.
I thought Campbell was going to Campbell this game for a second.
Well, he did once.
Oh, I know he did.
Hey, this guy's.
All right, so guys, what do we want here? Do we want him to make this field goal, or do you want him to shank it?
I want him to make it.
Well, I mean, I can see this game going both ways. If the Packers win, Lions fans will shut up. But if the Lions win, it gives us more of a cushion for the 5 seed.
Yes,
and that's what Cody's after.
It's win-win for us.
Cody's already conceding the first.
Here's a cushion for all the Vikings fans out there. Do you want the 5 seed, or do you want to go for the division title? That's the ultimate question.
You can get both. We will push for the 5 seed and a chance
at 1 seed. If we get the 6 seed going for the number 1 seed, I'm okay with that.
Yes, we will get the.
I want to go for the 1.
Yes, and we can still go for the 1 with the Lions winning here. We can still win the 1 seed.
But we have a better chance if they lose here.
The Lions just got to lose against the Bills. Week 18.
Again, I'm not rooting for the Packers.
No, I'm not.
Against the Lions. I'm rooting against the Lions.
How about a tie? How about a tie?
That works too.
Tie does us justice either.
No, a tie's fine.
Tie's fine, but we lose.
The offense is back on the field.
Campbell's gonna kick. Oh my God!
Nah. They're gonna try to draw him. No way. They're not.
They just called a timeout. Oh my gosh! Hold on. Oh my God! Here we go.
I can't see it. Somebody's got to give me the play.
Oh my God!
Oh,
they
got
made
the
it.
down.
No.
Goff fell down handing the ball, and he still
Oh
got
yeah!
they
Oh
still
my
got the first
gosh!
down.
They still got the first down?
Yes.
Yep. They got it.
It looked like
Oh,
somebody stepped on
my.
Goff's foot. Where's that Ingram?
There you go.
Do some buffer room for the 5 seed with a chance at the 1 seed. Take that.
Robbie,
They had
that's
bottom
why.
line.
But Robbie,
Bottom
I'm going
line.
to tell you why. It's because now they're going to kick a field goal and not give the Packers 40 seconds.
Hey, we win. We still got a chance.
Ain't gonna give him no time.
Hey, I think Goff was down.
In the 1 seed now. We don't have to look behind us like, oh shit, they're right around the corner.
Hey, he didn't even get
Goff was
stepped on.
down. Goff was down before that ball kick. He handed the ball off.
Is it reviewable?
And not
I
by
was
the
feeling-
coach's challenge.
I don't think he got stepped on either. I think he just fucking fell.
Knees down, ball's in his hand. He's down.
Was he touched? He can be
No.
down.
Yeah, he wasn't touched.
He wasn't touched. Yeah.
Ed Ingram, what you doing out there?
So what? Are they like reviewing it right now?
No.
I'm a little far behind.
So what they're gonna do now probably is line it up wherever the kicker wants it on the hash, and then Green Bay's gonna have no time instead of kicking a field goal and giving them 40 seconds. So it was a pretty risky call to do that because basically what they're doing is they're still gonna kick a field goal, but they're not gonna give Green Bay any time. Which if they would have kicked the field goal there, they would have gave Green Bay 40 seconds to try to do something.
Hey, Mike, how do you feel with the Vikings giving the ball to their opponents with 40 seconds left?
Wait, so
Same.
like,
If this is the same situation and we scored the field goal, right, and go up by 3, how do you feel about giving the Packers 40 seconds on the clock?
I say don't give it to them. Just don't give it to them. I mean, it's really that simple. Just don't give it to them. I don't want to give them the ball back with like any time remaining. I mean, we saw
So
what
you go for it.
did against
So you would have
Giants.
went for it. You
would have went for it like Campbell did.
Yeah, we don't want to give them like the ball with like any time remaining. We know that these like elite players can do
He did exactly
anything
what I said. He ran over to
with
the other hash, so the
time
kicker must like the
remaining.
left hash.
It's not over until it's over, bro.
Mike, did you watch the last Vikings Packers game? We gave them the ball back.
Yes, I did. It was not fun to watch.
What did we do? What did we do to those Packers when we gave them the ball back? We finished, right?
Yeah, we stomped them. We finished them.
We didn't
We
finish
sent
the Bears though.
Packers back to the packing plant.
How do we finish against Chicago?
Huh?
Was that
Finished
from-
them.
Yeah, I mean,
In overtime.
You mean other than Johnny Munt just trying to make a block on an onside kick?
we may not have had a strong fourth quarter, but you know what? We had a really solid overtime.
That's true, George. That's true.
Darnold really got in his rhythm in overtime. He was like more calm under pressure that game than I think like in any of the Vikings games that I've seen this season.
If Sam Darnold has the ball in his hands and this is the last drive of the game, we are winning.
What's up, Link?
What's up,
How
Lincoln?
you doing,
What's up?
Lincoln?
Good. How
Oh,
about you
buddy.
guys?
Microphone is like up by Scotch tape or what? I don't. The thing is
Detroit
dead.
And the
won.
Lions win.
Oh, this? It doesn't matter what this is. I got this.
Sorry,
I'm part of the Blue Yeti clan like you.
all right, guys. Now all we can fight for right now, we're fighting for the 5 and the 1 seed. We're no longer fighting for the 5, 7, and the 1 seed. So
That's not true, man. Because we still got to play the Packers, and if they beat us, we're right back in the same situation.
Beat us.
beat the Falcons now.
Hey, I'm
Okay,
just stating
okay,
facts.
Okay, you said if. I'll give you that. If is good.
It's
At least
if.
it's not
Answer
definite.
but.
No.
Ain't happening.
I got the Vikings beating the Packers, but I'm saying it's reasonable to believe that it might not happen.
Well, I don't give a shit if it doesn't happen. If we beat Falcons this Sunday, we are guaranteed. If they beat us, if we beat Falcons this Sunday, and we play Packers and lose, we're still in the 5 seed. So we got buffer room. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this upcoming
But the
Monday
one
night,
seed just got
we're
further
gonna
away.
stomp the Bears.
The 1 seed has to play the Bills. We forget, and then they got to play us Week 18. We forget.
I feel like
Monday
we
Night
said
Football.
that about the Lions at least 4 times this year that they got to play this team, and then the Lions go out there and beat them.
Well,
I mean, we're running out of teams for the Lions to beat.
Come on, you can do it.
I hope no one said the Cowboys.
Wait, hold on, Rinaldi. I got a question for you. Which historic team would you compare this current Lions team to? The 2004 Pittsburgh Steelers or the 2011 Green Bay Packers?
They feel more like the Rams to me, like the 99 Rams-ish.
Ooh, the greatest show on turf.
Yeah, like a lot of not a great defense, but they're just going to outscore you. That's kind of how they feel to me.
84 Dolphins.
84 Dolphins, a good one. Yep.
He was trying to get into his age range.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
older, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't alive to see the 99 Rams, and I was just born for the Super Bowl 36.
They beat us in the divisional round of the playoffs, and Randy Moss scored a referee with a water bottle.
Yes.
Which made a very important video for the Let's Go podcast.
I've been thinking about replaying that one, see what happens. That's a good question.
It was a good question.
Oh, the question I asked, which
Yeah.
which historical team would you?
So it's Jack.
Yeah, I don't trust their defense still though, and I don't trust their coach. So I think they're still beatable.
What matchups are you looking for in this game, Shaq?
So some matchups on this Falcons game we got to pay attention to is, so it looks like Stephen Gilmore might be out this game, so I'm guessing it might be Fabian Monroe.
Yeah, Fabian Monroe probably
or
play.
maybe Shaq Griffin or Byron Murphy on Drake London. Whoever's covering Drake London is going to have to be a key matchup because that's going to be Kirk's outlet. That's going to be Kirk's go-to guy. If we shut down Drake London and shut down that receiving pass, easy passes, we can't give Kirk no easy passes, and he's going to want to get the ball to Drake London and the tight end Kyle Pitts. That's one matchup. And then you got Cam Bynum, Josh Metellus versus Kyle Pitts. I can even throw in Blake Cashman. All of them in the middle. You want to secure that middle. If Kyle Pitts catch the ball, don't give him no yak. Make sure it's 2-3 yard gains, and then shut down the pass in the middle.
What about McLaughlin? He was
He
pretty
might
good in
get
the
some cap.
in the training camp preseason.
I don't know if they're gonna put him on Drake London. That's
No, not on Drake London, but I could see him getting some reps this game over Moreau.
You got another matchup I'm looking forward to is B-Flow versus Kirk Cousins. You know, Kirk Cousins talked about it when we first got B-Flow during the preseason. He was like, going against his defense, you never know what to expect. Now I want to see it during the game. I want to see Kirk Cousins panic on national television against this B-Flow defense.
I want to see him shit himself, man. That'd be great.
Yeah, I want to see him really not know what to expect.
Grinding his teeth.
Switching the ball over, you got.
Oh yeah,
Brady.
he's gonna. Oh yeah, we're gonna break those chains right off his neck, like Crabtree did with to leave that one game.
What's the over and under for how many people are wearing Kirk O'Chain's costumes in the stands?
There will be
5.
Let's see.
The kid will be there.
What's the line set at? What's the line set
Or
at?
adults. Kids or adults.
There's not going to be a lot.
I can tell you the over-under for the amount of fans that are going to say you like that at the end of the game, and it's going to be above 50,000.
I'll take the over on that. I'll take the over on Cody.
I think it'd be 83 million, to be honest. Fully guaranteed 83 million.
So B-Flow against Kirk, what specifically are you looking for here?
That pass rush. I want B-Flow to be sending everything. I want to see Harrison Smith blitz up the middle. I want to see Ivan Pace not playing, but I want to see, Van Ginkel here and there. I need to see a Van Ginkel interception too. I want to see a pick six from Van Ginkel and a strip sack fumble from Van Ginkel. This is what I want to see against this Kirk Cousins led offense from the Falcons. Just show that Kirk can't do this, and the Vikings defense is legit. He's not a mobile quarterback who's going to get away from the pass rush. The Falcons offensive line isn't like that for us not to get a pass rush. Like when we need to get the pass rush, they should be able to get it on clutch situations. Or I forgot what Kelsey, the way he used for meaty downs or something.
Weighty down.
Weighty down.
Weed.
Yeah.
He who greets with smoke. You do not disappoint.
Turner and Michael Pierce to smother Kirk. Otherwise, then He's just gonna start throwing bombs all over our defense.
You said Michael Pierce don't play for us no more.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Wait.
Nah. We got Jerry Tillery. He's an upgrade. Trust me.
Ah.
Have you seen the size of Michael Pierce these days? Wow.
What is he like really big? Did he just like let himself go?
That is hell, bro.
You see the top is right there in the corner on your left. It's Michael Pierce together.
Grady Jarrett, and they traded for Matthew Judon.
Wait.
So we gotta worry about that. You know, Grady Jarrett
let me take a look at him. He's got 2.5 sacks with 16 tackles this season, 0 forced fumbles in 12 games. So, yeah, the guy's basically just going to be like a non-factor if we take a look at this on paper.
I mean, have you seen our offensive line? They hit and miss.
What, our offensive line?
It's very hit and miss with our offensive line.
I mean, I've seen it. If Darnold can get the ball away quickly to Jefferson, Addison, or what's his face, TJ Hawk, I mean, we shouldn't really give Judon like a reason to give us a problem.
Hey, is Pace out or is he playing?
He's out.
He's on IR.
IR, temporary IR.
He can't come back to the Packer game.
All right, here you go, guys. Here's the problem with our defense playing Kirk.
Uh-oh.
It ain't about Greenard and it ain't about Van Ginkel. It ain't about pressuring Kirk from the edges. He gets the ball out quick. What gets Kirk historically off his game is pressure up the middle. And that's what we got to do to him. We have to bring pressure up the middle on him.
I like it, but I don't know that we can.
Cashman.
Yeah.
What are you for defense?
Cashman.
Yeah. I would say pressure up the middle when he's playing for us, but when he's been playing for the Vikings or playing for the Falcons, the pressure on the outside has been getting him really good this year. He doesn't know what to do with the ball. He's sending a pass to the out route when a cornerback is just sitting there because he has time in the pocket until that outside guy pressures him, and then he sends that ball and it gets picked. I mean, we saw it last week. So I just don't think Kirk is good under pressure at all.
He's not. Since the he literally has like what is it like a literally like under 25 win percentage on Monday Night Football. I mean, that's what most of the pressure drives for quarterbacks.
Unfortunately, we're playing him Sunday at 1.
Pretty good on Sundays.
Yeah, but
Kirk Tober's over.
Considering how mediocre he's played, I mean, our defense has a chance to beat him, assuming we don't go soft and
Skol, Eric.
Chets.
Hey, Mike.
But to Mike's point,
that primetime losing era is kind of over though, because in the past 3 years, Kirk Cousins only lost one time on primetime.
That is true.
Hey, you know what's funny though? I went to the Falcons Reddit. Dude, their complaints about Kirk Cousins are the same things that our fans have complained about for the last 6 years about him. The same exact things, word for word. Oh, yes, he is a good quarterback, but he can't do this. He doesn't do this. Like it's like the same exact story.
We tried telling him too.
Right? And now you're getting him off an Achilles injury, and let's go ahead and give him freaking $40 million.
Well, that's crazy about Kirk Cousins because they weren't saying that when he threw 5 touchdowns.
He had his one Kirk game. He has a Kirk game. Like he has one a year.
Wait till another Kirk game. He has multiple Kirk games a year. Wait till another game happens.
Cody is trying to will this into existence of us losing this game. I swear.
You see all this?
We're not going to make playoffs. We're going to lose every game. Kirk Cousins is going to have another one of those games. You're just trying to will this into existence, man.
Kirk's on a downfall.
The Lions won tonight.
Falcons fan.
I'm happy.
Kirk hit the cliff, baby.
Cody does live in Georgia.
For sure.
I need Georgia now because they moved.
Kirk, he's been steadily on the downside. I mean, I saw the Chargers game last week. Come on. 4 interceptions.
Sam games.
Mm-hmm.
Good Sam games.
Yes.
We need good.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I'd like to also point out Kirk never had a 4 interception game with the Vikings.
This is true.
Yeah.
Did he not?
He did not. It was his other one was on Washington.
I looked up all the stats. The first 12 games for Kirk Cousins, I think the most interceptions
was guys. Not Kirk's fault. That's an Atlanta problem.
He's only 9 interceptions in his first 12 games.
I feel like this is a Cook problem.
Atlanta's 500, just like Kirk always is. But no, this is an Atlanta problem.
It is an Atlanta problem. I like Shaq's matchups. His CB1. I think they're going to move Drake London and Kyle Pitts around the field on us. So I think every cornerback on our team is going to have to be cornerback 1. I think they're going to motion them everywhere because they're going to say, okay, your next best corner is Byron Murphy. I'm not going to line him next to him. I'm probably going to line him up next to Fabian Monroe. And this is where my hot take, when we go into hot takes, is going to come up. This is where my McJuke is going to be hot.
You're like pumping it up, so you better not let it down.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because Drake London runs a 4.58. The problem with Drake London isn't that he's fast; it's that he's big, and we don't have a big corner. He's 6'4", 6 foot, and we don't have some. We got guys that are in position. Fabian Moreau is in position in almost every single one of those plays last week. He just didn't win at the point of attack, and or when he didn't win, he committed a foul. So that I see a lot of that happening, and that's what bothers me about Drake London. He runs a 4.5, man. Cody, you could keep up with him.
Yeah, but you got to have a savvy veteran quarterback to stop that big body receiver. Okay, you may get burned, right, by a 4 or 5 receiver, but you're going to be in the right place to deflect that ball, right? You know, like we saw a lot of that from Stephon Gilmore. Like it looked like that dude's going to catch the ball, but then here comes Stephon Gilmore, just the right place because he knows how to play angles and all that stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I have to ask, will Gilmore play on Sunday or no?
He'll be back the following week.
I think he might miss this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give him a week.
Yeah.
They're limiting him in practice right now.
All right, guys. So why don't we go ahead and move into the keys to the game? This is where Cody and Rinaldi go through the keys of the game and tell us what they think the 5 most important parts are.
All right, I'll start this off right now. So Bijan Robinson, one hell of a weapon, right? One hell of a running back on the team. But I don't think it's going to be coming from his rushing yards against us. I mean, we are the number 1 rushing defense in the league. I think it's going to come from his receiving yards, right? So contain those receiving yards. All right, I'm okay with getting him a couple, 3 or 4 passes a game. All right, I'm okay with it giving him 1 big gain on the game. But contain those yards. Keep him underneath that 65 threshold of receiving yards. And I think you have a really good chance of winning this game. What do we know about Kirk Cousins? He loves to check that fucking ball down, right? And we've seen it in the Giants game, right? He's going to check that ball down. And I think he's going to check the ball down a lot more this game because of his 3 games of no touchdowns, right? And his 3 terrible games. So he's going to be looking for Bijan all game long. So as long as you can contain Bijan's yardage down, his receptions down, I think we have a really solid chance of smoking this Falcons team, right? If his yards go up, it's going to be sweaty. It's going to be tight.
And a lot of that has to do with Yak. I totally agree with you, Cody. A lot of that has to do with Yak, right? So he's going to get some catches. He's going to be open some. Everybody seems to be open some in the middle, to your point. But he can't break tackles. We've got to tackle. We've got to tackle strong. That's how you contain him. That's how you keep the yards down. Our D has to be a tackling. They have to look at him like a tackling dummy and get it every time. Form.
Yep, and we are a really good tackling team. Besides Harrison Smith, he just needs to. But we're going to be on that, right? But we're historically this year we are a really good tackling team. Olsen was just amazed how good of a tackling team we were last week. Like, dude, just getting the ball and they're getting tackled, getting tackled. And Greg Olsen, I normally hate the guy because he talks a lot of shit about us. All right, but man, he gave us praise. I get more respect for Greg Olsen right there.
Yeah, man. All right, number 2. Last week we were watching a game, and on one of the first plays of the game, Aaron Jones took a pitch out and dropped the ball and fumbled it, recovered it. And I'm not sure it was Cody, Keith, or Shaq, or if it was Fish, but somebody said, "Oh, we got that one out of the way already." And I said, "No, we didn't." And guess what? We didn't. So key number 2 to the game, is don't fucking shoot us ourselves in the foot this week. Can we please just not do that to ourselves? I gotta say this. I mean, we've got 21 turnovers this year. It's a ridiculous number, and all these games that everybody keeps saying we should have won by this, we should, or we're not winning big enough to be contenders. We are dominating enough to be contenders. We're not winning big enough because of the turnover game. And if we can find a way to shore that up, not only in this game, but in these 5 games, I'm telling you right now, this team is a contender. And it needs to start this week. Key to the game. Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot. We win the game.
Yeah, 100%. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. And this is going to lead to my key.
I gotta go to bed. Good night, y'all.
Good night, Lincoln. This is going to lead to our third key in the game. But yeah, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Right. Things are going to happen in a game. Right. How are you going to come back from that? I thought we showed drank a lot of beer here, a lot of liquor. Hold the phone here. Yeah, I think don't shoot yourself in the foot, but come back from if you do shoot yourself in the foot, come back from it. Right? Aaron Jones fumbled the ball twice, dropped the end zone catch on a diving reception. So my third key of the game I'm going into is going to be trust Aaron Jones. All right, you brought the man here for a reason. Right? He is your number one running back in this game, and you are going to need Aaron Jones in this game. Right? Hand him the ball. All right, trust him. You trusted him last week to catch the game-winning end zone, the game-winning touchdown in the red zone. Right? You trusted him. Keep trusting him. He's going to put out good things for you. Right? It's been shaky these past couple weeks that we've been seeing. All right, it's been shaky, but keep trusting him. We brought him over here for a reason. He's going to pop off. Trust Aaron Jones, passing the ball, run the ball. Because it's going to open up a lot more for your T.J. Hawkinson, for your Justin Jefferson, for your Jordan Addison. When that running back starts getting the ball out of the backfield, safeties like to drop down, corners like to press. We can beat that press with the speedy Addison and with the route running Justin Jefferson, and then a comeback route or something, or a dig route with Hawkinson.
Yeah, man, the guy is a consummate professional. I get that his head may have been out of that game, and I think kudos to KOC for doing two things: cooling him down and not putting him back in the game right away, and letting him kind of get it under control, and then going right back to him, dude. That was huge, and I think they don't have a choice. The choice is Ty Chandler. The choice is we're not gonna be able to run the ball with Akers 30 times. He is our running back. Dude, we all want it, but let's be honest.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, come on. But at the end of the day, he's our running back. He's gonna pop some runs, and I think we have no choice but to really put the faith in the guy, and we're gonna have to.
And put the faith in him. When we watched the last drive in that OT game, Aaron Jones is out there one time. He made a great block also on the linebacker come up the middle. He put a block on it. It was a chip block, but put a block on him, slowed that block down. Akers, I mean, that dude cannot block to save his goddamn life. I'm sorry, Akers, Cam, but you closed your eyes and you're like, don't hit me, and two dudes ran past him. And then here's Sam Darnold scrambling and throwing an incomplete pass that led to us to be on 4th and 8 or 4th and 7. That's what happened on that play when he had to scramble and throw it out. So, yeah, trust Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones does a lot more than what we think, right? And he blocks, right? He does things, those little minuscule, the dirty work, right? He catches the ball. Like last beginning of the year, he caught that out route pass that saved us, right, for a first down. So, like, trust Aaron Jones. We brought him here for a reason. Trust him. He's going to win us some games going forward.
It has. Mm-hmm. All right, number 4. Don't let Kirko carve us up, guys.
Please no.
Come on, don't let that happen, right? I mean, look, I think I said it a little earlier. I'm just going to continue to say it again. The quarterbacks that have done damage to us the most are the ones that have been around the league a lot, know how to get the ball out quick. I do think that Kirk has got some problems with velocity right now. I don't think he's planning real well, but I also can see this scenario where he just starts popping you can't let him get in rhythm. That's the one thing I can say about Kirk that we've seen along the way. When the guy gets in rhythm, he does become dangerous. And if we can keep him out of his rhythm, keep him moving, keep him thinking, have him think too much, that's a guy that we can get out of the rhythm and don't let him carve us up. And at the end of the day, if we do that, I think we win this game handily. I don't think they've got enough around him to carry the team if he's not playing well.
You make Kirk think, he lines up behind the guard to snap the ball. That's 100% truth, right? You make him think. The Giants, if you watch the last play of the Giants game in the playoffs, right? They made him think that they were going to pressure him, and they dropped 8 back. So all he had to do was the only thing he had left was throwing that check down, right? So you make him think. I mean, the Giants were sending pressure most of the game on him. Then we dropped back, sending the 8 in that shell defense, or they send 8 back in that shell defense, and he's like, oh shit, he's no longer there, because he thinks like he hasn't had time, slinging it, quick throws. Then all of a sudden he has time. He's like, oh, it's no longer there. I'm hitting my check down. And that's what you need Kirk Cousins to do, right? Make him think, confuse him. And I think B-Flow is going to do it. And I think he's been doing a good job all year.
That's the point right there. B-Flow has to confuse his pre-snap reads. Kirk Cousins plays to a script. He's best when he's on script, when he thinks he knows what's going to happen. And B-Flow can change that up. If he can confuse his pre-snap reads, Kirk's going to shit himself. He's not going to know what to do, how to get into that flow, and he is going to think. And I do think that B-Flow is going to throw something at him that he's not expecting. So it'll be fun to watch that. That chess game will be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And the last key of the game, I wasn't a big believer in this guy.
No?
I honestly was not a big believer. I thought, fuck, it's Sam Darnold, 6.5 games. But he turned me around, right? So I'm going to say this. Even if it's bad through 3 quarters, let Sam do his thing. Let Sam Darnold do his thing, because we've seen it for 3 games straight now, to where he gets the ball, he leads us a game-winning drive, wins the game for us. I would have never expected Sam Darnold to win games on game-winning drives. Not 3 weeks in a row, maybe one time out of the whole year. But what he's done the past 3 weeks, and how the offense, when it starts going, it gets going. Let Sam do his thing. Don't slow him down. I remember the beginning of the year, we're like, keep it simple, stupid for Sam Darnold. Nah, fuck that. We're already here. The playbook's open. No more stupid, simple. Let's sling the fucking rock. Let Sam do his thing, right? You got 3 in the league. Let Sam do his thing.
Sam is the anti-Kirk Cousins, man. He is the exact opposite of what Kirk Cousins is. He doesn't like to check down. He likes to throw it long. He does not want to have the script. He wants to just fucking chuck it, man. He is not a teeth grinder. He's not an overthinker. He just plays the game. He doesn't get too high. He don't get too low. If he throws an interception, guess what he's going to do? Run right back out there and throw it down the field. I love that about him. He's very, very, very even-keeled. Maybe when he gets with his new team next year, we'll see a little more emotion out of him. But until then, I like what we got. I like who he is, and it's a good fit for this team.
And the motherfucker's facial expression doesn't change throughout the game. It's the same.
No, he's like a statue. He's just
weird.
Cold-blooded. He's cold-blooded.
Ice cold, baby.
You never know how he's feeling, what he's thinking.
I dig it.
There. Can I do a bonus key? No Gatorade cups on the Atlanta side of the field. 0 cups on the Atlanta side.
Wait, no Gatorade cups?
Yeah, for
0
Kirk. Because Kirk.
Have you ever seen Kirk with that Gatorade cup? That's when the assassin comes out.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we don't want that.
I
So
think
we
we
gotta give him plain white styrofoam cups, and I hope that the field crew is aware of that.
Some of the
And dirty
Jared.
water.
Hey George, you're in the Bay Area. Did you feel that earthquake today? There was a 7.0 earthquake today in Northern California.
Wow.
You still here?
And, yeah, he's still here, so it must not have been too bad for him. I just wondering if he at least felt
Allie
it.
ain't fallen into the ocean yet, huh?
We'd never fall into the ocean, baby. I wish it would though.
Yeah.
So great takes, guys. I appreciate that you guys, coming up with that. And yeah, if we do all that, should come away with this one pretty easily. So, Mike, I appreciate you coming on with us. I gotta let you go, but before I do, give me some of your final takes and give me a prediction for this game.
All right, here are some of the final takes of what we need to do to win. We need to protect the football and find a way to stay aggressive at the same time. Because the more we're aggressive, like in the beginning, and we can like keep our foot on the gas pedal on both sides, we have a good shot at beating Atlanta. But yeah, in terms of final score predictions, I'm going to say this. Atlanta Falcons 14, Minnesota Vikings 28.
Oh, that'll be a good day, my man.
Yeah. Hey, listen, thank you guys so much for letting me come on. Hopefully I can come on again sometime.
Yeah, Mike, definitely come on again, dude. Hey, come on Sunday after the game.
Oh, yeah. I'll see what I got. I'll see what I can do. I'll come on
All right,
Sunday
buddy.
after the game.
I will see you.
Just send me a link. I'm there.
I'll send you one. Skol.
Thanks, buddy. Skol.
buddy.
All right. That was cool, man.
Yeah.
So now it's our time to do predictions, but I had to make it just us for this because we're gonna do things a little bit different.
Oh shit.
We're gonna keep score for these next 5 games. And it's not just did we get it right, get it wrong. We're gonna put some parameters on this. But what we're gonna do here is for the next 5 games, if you predict the winning team correctly, you get a point. If you pick it incorrectly, you lose a point. And that's where it's kind of keep us in check of being a homer and just taking the Vikings, because that's the only way you can lose a point is by picking the wrong team. Now, if you pick the Vikings score within 2 points, you get 1 point. If you pick the opponent's score within 2 points, you get 1 point. If you get both teams score right and the winner, you get a bonus 5 on top of that for a maximum of 8 points.
Say that last one again.
If you pick the correct team and you hit the score on the dot, you get a bonus 5 in addition to the 3 points you get for getting the score within 2 and picking the winner. So you get that. That's 8 points. What do you win? That's an interesting question, Dean. I don't know yet. I think the loser might have to take something. We might have to discuss that a little bit after this first week. But I want to actually
leave a Paul Krause autographed jersey at the end of the year.
What kind of jersey?
Autographed Paul Krause jersey. It has the Hall of Fame interceptions leader written and inscribed on the number.
Oh, you have this jersey already?
I have the jersey already.
Okay.
So if you win, you get to keep it. Or we all have to send you some money for whatever you paid for it. But anyways, I wanted to put some thoughts on this, just to make it, because I think some people think, oh, you're always just picking the Vikings because you're homers, this and that. So it's like, all right, let's make us think about it a little bit, because the only way you can lose a point is if you get it wrong. So you keep taking the Vikings and they lose, you lose a point, and that could be detrimental. And to hit the score and the game winner, that's tough to do. So not a lot of people are going to get those extra 5 points. I just wanted to make it 10 points, which it probably wouldn't matter because I don't think anybody's going to do it.
I'm going to lose a point probably twice this year, but fuck it. I'm a homer. Let's go.
Let's go. No, Cody, you weren't a homer in the offseason. This new Cody.
Hey, I'm telling you, this is. I've seen what I needed the past 3 weeks, man.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna let you lead off the predictions, Cody. So let's go ahead and jump into these predictions for the game against the Atlanta Falcons. Cody, what do you got?
So this is the final score. 34-28 Vikings.
34-28 Vikings. I can see that. Didn't get too crazy with it. All right. Shaq, what do you got?
I look back to when we last played the Falcons. Matter of fact, when Kirk Cousins first played the Falcons, we had beat the Falcons 28-12. And Kirk Cousins only threw 10 passes that game. So I'm going with that same score, 28-12 Vikings.
28-12 Vikings. Ugh. That's ugly, but it's actually not ugly. That's actually beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
That's actually
Let me tell you
beautiful.
something. That deserves 10 extra points for that weird score to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might give you 6 bonus if that hits. No, that's beautiful. Actually, at first it's ugly, but no, if we held them to like 4 field goals or a touchdown, a missed 2-pointer, and I like that. I like that, Shaq. Good. And it's well thought out. Michael Fish, what's your prediction for this game?
Well, as we all know, Mr. 500 likes to keep games close. And looking at our last several games, we seem to be scoring right about the same amount of points no matter who we play. 24-20 Vikings.
24 is all you need to win with a good defense. You got it.
Okay, Rinaldi, Mr. Packer, what do you got?
38-13 Vikings. And I had it written down before Shaq said his. 38-13.
Right now.
Did you have the 52-10 or whatever?
I'll learn. I don't care. All right. Well, that leaves it up to me. As much as I want to blow out this team, as much as I think we can blow out this team, I got the Vikings winning this one 28-21.
Woo, that's a good score. I like that score.
And I'm also playing the game with the 2 points, to be honest.
There you go.
I like the 1-score games for some reason. I can't put a finger on it.
I don't like them, but I've come to accept that's what we are.
Yeah.
Like we might win 28-21, and we might be up 24-3 at some point or something, or 21-3.
Do we have the same point differential as 98 right now, but only winning in 1-score games?
I actually don't have the 98 on me, but right now our point differential is plus 78. 2009 with Favre, we were plus 126 at this point.
Wow.
That's
we're nowhere near touching 98 then.
Case Keenum's Vikings at this point were plus 81. We're plus 78 right now. Just
Kind of in there.
A little bit under.
Right about there.
A little bit under.
Right about there.
I mean, we almost there, but we're not there.
We're not as good as 2017, but we are way better than 2022. What a
2022 look at 2022 at this point, I think it might have been our highest plus point differential we had all season. We were at plus 10.
So we had not played Dallas yet.
No, you know what? I was thinking that when I was writing this down. I didn't actually go back and look and see what week we played Dallas, but I was looking. We're plus 10. We didn't play Dallas yet. But I feel like we did though. I feel
It was early.
I feel like we played it before week 14.
Yeah,
I would
because
say
week
so.
9 was Buffalo, so it had to be already.
Yeah.
Or was it after Buffalo? Because
it was a week
game
after
before.
Buffalo.
I thought it was the game before Buffalo.
No,
It was after.
No, because we had the big Buffalo high, and then the.
I'm gonna tell you what's
And
gonna
the
happen.
Inevitable crash.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen this year for the Super Bowl. We're gonna win the Super Bowl, and then like the Matrix is gonna shut down. Like we're gonna wake up in our pods, like what the fuck just happened? Like Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones are our quarterbacks, and we won a Super Bowl with a bunch of free agents.
Sam Darnold and Nick Mullins.
And UDFAs.
UDFAs won us a Super Bowl.
Hey, you can't think about it. I want to go around the room real quick. Rinaldi, who's our starting quarterback week 1 next year?
McCarthy.
Shaq.
McCarthy.
Cody.
It's McCarthy.
Fish.
Nick Mullins.
Daniel Jones. I'm with Daniel Jones.
I should say Case Keenum.
But you should. Oh man, you would have had my heart. But hey, Cody, I saw you posted something actually in the group chat. I didn't actually get a chance to click it and read it, but was there some report that McCarthy's actually ahead of schedule right now?
I saw that.
He's 100% ahead of schedule right now. He's good to go. I mean, if he could play, he could play right now if he wanted to.
He
He
could.
could play right now if he wanted to.
You ever think he can play right now?
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. Like I was talking about, like man,
Some motherfucker.
he's an IR for the season, but can he come back for playoffs? But
Yes.
the way Sam Darnold's rolling right now, just let him. Just do your thing, Sam.
Yeah, man.
So nobody
Bring him
thinks
in as our emergency quarterback for the NFC
nobody thinks Sam
Championship
Darnold's
game.
our quarterback next year.
No.
Fish, we've talked about this. I don't think he's available to come back for the playoffs.
Yeah, he's not. He can't be.
It'd be nice. It'd be a great story, right?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold goes down in the. I'm not talking this stuff. I'm not going to say this stuff.
No, I'm just saying if he was on the sideline and Sam Darnold threw like one interception, we'd all be going nuts. Put the kid in.
Yeah, and I like Eric's point too. I mean,
that's why I said Daniel Jones.
That's also a fan base's view on the team, right? Because we look at the Case Keenum era. We got rid of Case Keenum and bringing Sam.
It was too short. The Case Keenum era was way too short.
We brought in Kirk Cousins, and then we're like, oh, we should have kept Case Keenum. But the same people that said get rid of Case Keenum were like, come on, bring Kirk Cousins in. Besides you, Keith. But I mean, that's the problem with the fan base right now. Like when Sam Darnold leaves and the people are saying, hey, we should trade Sam Darnold for picks. Then JJ McCarthy comes in, we show regression. They're gonna be like, why the fuck we trade Sam Darnold? It's the fan base. Us and quarterbacks don't gel together well. I'm gonna say that right now. Our fan base and quarterbacks do not gel well.
I think. When's the last quarterback
Cody,
we had that we liked? Maybe Culpepper.
When was the last time we had a first-round draft pick quarterback, Cody?
Christian Ponder. Oh, Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater. And what happened to him?
We gelled with him.
We loved him.
We loved Teddy, but I don't know. I don't know whether we believe that he was going to lead us to a Super Bowl. But
I did too.
We can call this a fan base curse, the Teddy Bridgewater curse.
Teddy Bridgewater and Dalvin Cook in their prime. I do. We were going all the way.
Something though, because we brought Sam Bradford in. He won us 5 straight games, right? And Sam Bradford. Then we start losing. It's God. I wish we had Teddy Bridgewater still.
It was thank God we have Case Keenum.
Yeah, well, no, we're talking 2016. We're talking 2016.
I mean, shit. Thank God we had Case Keenum. I mean, we had no quarterback.
This could be a quarterback curse that we got.
2016, we watched Sean Hill start the first game of the season. So yeah, it was thank God for Sam Bradford.
He won that game. He won it.
He did win.
We won because we had a defensive touchdown and like 4 field goals.
Yeah. I swear to God,
a win's a win.
A win's a win.
I swear to God, if Andy brings up something on his podcast that says we are in a Teddy Bridgewater curse, I'm going to be super pissed.
Yeah, man.
He watches.
Hi, Andy.
Are we in a quarter?
Have a cup of coffee with us sometime or whatever it is.
No, not with me.
No, me either.
But with Fish, yes.
I'm not
around Kentucky.
I'm not 15.
Oh, see, I was almost gonna say it and I stopped myself.
War. Podcast wars. Sorry, man.
All right, fellas. Let me change this up because I don't have it going for the clips. So let me make sure I got it before I say it. Where is it at? It's not that one.
Delete that, by the way.
We're gonna blame that on that antifreeze you were drinking.
Yeah,
the windshield washer fluid.
At least you went back to the bush.
Yeah, it's the better.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of bush.
Sometimes you gotta shave it.
What's the Wall Street words?
All right, fellas, let's go ahead and get into our hot takes. Who's ready?
Shit, I'll go.
All right, I got 2 guys raising their hand. I got Rinaldi not really ready. All right, let's do the hot takes. Shaq, what do you got?
So, I'm calling it down. Kirk Cousins is gonna have 4 turnovers this game.
4 turnovers. Okay, that's gonna help my hot take. So you either have like 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, but the turnovers will be accounted to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The only thing that's going to stop that from happening is after the 3rd one, he gets yanked.
Falcons. I need this hot take.
I think they're going to have a quick trigger finger to put Penix in. I think Penix is getting the most worked up. Like they talked to him and he said he's ready to go, but he still believes Kirk could do it. Like he was very diplomatic about it. So we'll see. But 4 is a lot. I mean, if we turn them over 4 times, Rinaldi's score should hit or your score. All right, Cody, what's your hot take this week?
My hot take is going to be the the guy that wins my game ball for the week, it's going to be Dwight McGovern. Dwight McJeez is going to be my game ball at the end of this game. That's how well he's.
Just give the damn hot take.
That's a hot take.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot take.
It means he's going to play out of his
It
mind.
is like he could get burnt 3 times, but he tried hard, so he gets my game ball.
He's not going to get my game ball.
That's a tackle. That's my game ball right there.
My
The
game
way
ball.
he came in and got that tackle.
If you know me, I've only given one defensive player a game ball, and that was Jonathan Greenard this week.
Skol
I've been
catch.
giving game balls to Brian Flores. But I think Dwight McGovern, with the injury to Stephon Gilmore, is going to have him one hell of a game. He might even have him the best rookie cornerback game in NFL history. I think I believe in Dwight McGovern that much. So he's going to get my game ball at the end of this game. That's my hot take.
Can he
All right,
pull
Cody.
a Mike Hughes?
Cody, one more time.
I think
Cody,
he
Dwight-
pull a Mike Hughes.
Give me your
Dwight-
hot take, Cody.
My hot take is Dwight McGovern will have the game ball.
Okay. And I'm actually going to quantify that as if KOC gives them one or not.
Oh, he will.
That's fair.
Pick 6, baby.
Pick 6.
Skol catch. All right, Michael Fish. I gave you a little bit of time to think because you kind of acted like yours got stolen there. So, Michael Fish, what's your hot take?
Between Jerry Tillery, Jihad Ward, and Harrison Phillips, they will have 3 or more sacks in this game and 2 or more batted balls.
Ooh.
Parlay.
I like it. I like the sack
Okay.
part. The tip ball is going to be a mother. Like they might end up with like 5 sacks between them and no tip ball. So that's ballsy, Fish. You got balls, kid. I'm gonna go ahead and go with mine because mine's kind of around there. So my hot take this week is the Minnesota Vikings will have at least 3 sacks and they'll win the turnover battle by at least 2.
That's a win.
Can I get a woo?
Woo!
So,
Can I get a that's not hot? Something. Yeah, so 3 sacks.
that was that Hattie B's kind of hot that we expect and we're used to, but it's still hot.
Yeah, I think that the 3+ sacks, I mean, okay, that's whatever, but we only had 1 last week. But to win the turnover battle by +2, I think that's where the money's at.
Hey, we won the game last. Did we win the turnover battle last week? 2-1. Or no, it was tied 2-2.
Yeah.
I think it was 2-1.
Was it 2-1? We had 2
Yeah.
fumbles.
But only lost 1.
Okay, so the streak is still alive.
It is.
No, the streak's
Okay.
been dead.
No, it can't be dead. We tied last time.
No,
But
it was 2 games ago, 3 games ago. I think it was 3 games ago.
Yeah.
The Rams?
No, it was like the Jaguars or somewhere in there.
No. What games we lost?
I think we won the turnover battle against the Rams and lost.
Yeah, we won the turnover battle against the Rams and we lost.
Yep.
And the game before that, we tied with the Lions, I think, and lost. That KOC thing's done. He's and won for both of them, either tying the turnover battle or losing it.
Okay, so he's still got a streak for broke ass quarterbacks winning games, though.
Yeah,
So
there
we're
you go. There you go. He's got something. There's something there.
There's something there.
quarterback whisperer.
All right, David Rinaldi, what's your hot take for this game?
Okay, so I have not seen a trick play pulled out of KOC's bag in weeks. And there's got to be one coming. So I'm going to make it a parlay. And I'm going to say that somebody other than Darnold will throw a touchdown to Sam Darnold.
Oh man. I was ready to kill it. So I was like, you mean Nick Mullins is going to come in and throw a touchdown? But when you said it's going to, what if Sam Darnold throws a touchdown to Sam Darnold?
Well, that would count.
That's an account?
No, because it's somebody other than Sam Darnold, so it wouldn't count.
It wouldn't count. Okay.
So it's no longer slinging Sammy, it's catching Sammy.
What do you think about Josh Allen getting a touchdown reception after he completed a pass and the guy pitched it back to him and they counting that as a reception?
A reception and come on.
Fantasy football, you got a touchdown reception and a touchdown pass on that.
Hey, if you watch the Vikings games every week, KOC takes one play away from a team that plays before them every single week. If you really watch them, what happened on Monday? No, I think it was Monday Night Football, right? Josh Allen. What did Josh Allen do? So, hey, that thing's floating, baby. That thing's ready to go. I like it.
Jason, I don't think he should have been suspended. That's my take. I don't think he should have been suspended.
Yeah, I don't think he should be suspended either. I think he should have been.
I mean,
fined.
It was a penalty fine, like by the rule or the letter of the rule. It was a penalty fine, but I don't think he was going there intentionally, like trying to hurt the guy. Like he slid late. I'm sorry, he did.
It's the same thing. So how I look at the Al Shearer thing is the same thing as the Army. You have to make an example of somebody, and he's the first one that did it this year. So you get the example.
I think that's
you mess someone up that bad.
And plus, he's got a little bit of a rep.
He's got a history too, so I think that kind of played into it. But I don't think it was an overtly dirty play. Like I don't think he was doing that to be dirty.
I agree.
I think Lawrence slid late.
It was the first time that penalty was called and an injury happened. So you have to make an example to the league.
I honestly think it's crazy that the quarterbacks get that protection 10 yards down the field as well. The running back doesn't get that kind of protection. Like,
if Sam Darnold's going to run the ball down the field, I want that protection.
Of course, for your guy you do, but I'm just saying it's just kind of crazy. Like you become a runner at that point, bro. Like you're a football player at that point. You get smacked, and then you learn, okay, I'm a quarterback. I got to stay behind this line. Or you deal with the punishment like Josh Allen. Josh Allen gonna bitch out on that.
Oh hell, Josh Allen's a big ass Wyoming fuck. That dude ain't gonna fucking deal with no punishment. That dude's gonna deliver the punishment.
You have one quarterback. I'd want it to be Josh Allen. I don't care. I think some people might say Lamar or I guess Patrick
Sam
Mahomes,
Darnold.
Sammy D.
Or some might say Sam Darnold.
Sammy D.
Well, unlike you, who's not a true fan, I'd take Case Keenum.
Oh, yikes!
At 2017, I would have taken Case Keenum. 2024, he's doing commercials now. It's probably over. Maybe not, but probably.
It's fucking done, bro. I'm in Uber Eats right now, bro. Like it's over.
Jason, I saw him hit him in the chest. Like I see the replay over and over, and they say he forearmed him in the helmet. I see the forearm hit in the chest, and that's after a late slide.
But that's the thing. It's like the NFL try to dictate it. It's like when you step out of bounds, how hard you hit the play. It's like
unless you're Brandon Powell,
they can't stop themselves. Like they're gonna get as many yards as they can before they step out of bounds. And you want a player to stop right there, so as they step out of bounds. And sometimes they be running full speed. And then you get plays with Patrick Mahomes get the extra yards because they scared to hit him out of bounds.
It's just teaching professionals how to form tackle. Also, like, are you like?
But why do you have to form tackle, man? This is a combat sport. I don't care, man.
Talk about form tackling. Look at Cooper DeJean form tackling Derrick Henry, bro.
Yeah.
Form tackle. That's how you tackle in this league.
That was textbook, and that's the way that you should probably do it to be secure in the tackle. But why does it have to be a form tackle 10 yards down the field? Knock that guy's block off. This is football. This is a combat contact sport.
You're taught to tackle that since you're 8 years old.
Okay, and that's the correct way to do it. But there's a correct way to stand in the batter's box with your bat, and not everybody does it that way, and they still hit home runs.
You form tackle. You can't tell me the difference from little ass Trevor Lawrence to big ass Derrick Henry. And here comes Cooper Jean's little ass. I'm going to pick this big ass motherfucker up the correct way and put him down on his back.
Jason, I don't care because if you forearm tackle a running back, there's no penalty for it. Like, I get forearm tackling should be how you do it. Like, that's the elementary way to do things, but there's more than one way to skin a cat. Okay, and just like I said in my example, people stand in the batter's box. That's not the way you're supposed to do it, and they're still hitting bombs, and they count.
This is football. Baseball has football contact besides the bat on the ball.
I mean, I guess like when you started watching football, Cody, the rules already softened up and football already became soft, but it wasn't always that way.
Well, that's not a soft ass tackle on that form tackle Cooper Jean on Derrick Henry. That's all I'm saying. Boy can play.
Where did Ronaldo go? I'm trying to end this thing.
He's in his he's getting ready for the jacuzzi.
Oh, no jacuzzis, Ronaldo. Some things you can't see, bro.
Oh, I can see that. No, I can't. No, I can't.
No, me and Shaq done seen it.
After I met him in person, I will never ever unsee that now.
Did you guys share a hotel? No, just kidding.
No. I was loud as fuck. When we were in Nashville, I was loud as shit watching the John Jones fight. I thought I was keeping Fish awake. He said he was sleeping hard, so I was like, okay, good. I'm like screaming at my phone.
All right, fellas. We've done 2 hours and 45 minutes, much to Michael Fish's chagrin.
He loves it. He loves this show.
We're getting him ready for the 4-hour show next Friday. We're going to start an hour earlier, though, so he'll be okay with it. So if you didn't catch that, we will not be live next Thursday. We'll be going live next Friday, and we'll do that at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Ronaldo, what's your final takeaways from tonight?
Yeah, man, we're 10-2. Thank God. You know what? It's a fun season. It's been that all season long. It don't matter. We're going to the playoffs. The regular season, yeah, we're all in on trying to win the number one seed, and we're trying to beat everybody. But you know what? Football's funny. Don't give up on this team because they ain't giving up on us. Let's Skol.
Let's go. Football's funny every day except for Sunday. It's painful. It's agony. What do you got, Shaq?
I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out, to the Let's Go YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because we are trying to grow this thing. The Vikings, I need this. This is a must win for y'all. I want to see on the aftercare a win. I want us to stamp that we are one of the best teams in the NFC, and they need to respect us with the Chiefs, the Packers, the Lions, and the Eagles. We are one of the teams to beat, and we're going to have to show it. That's all I got for you. Make sure you also, if you want to donate, get us to the playoffs. Let's go buy me coffee. Let's go to the playoffs.
I like it. Michael Fish, what do you got?
Well, we may not have to keep it simple with Sam Darnold anymore this year, but I'm going to keep it simple tonight. To 20 more years, fellas. Let's go.
20s. Hey, Busch Light, sponsor us.
Moosehead.
Firestone. Cody, what do you got?
So, I'm going to go with this. Thank God the Lions won tonight. I'm going to say that right now. I mean, my brother's a Lions fan. We have an argument
There it is.
this year, fucking every single game. I actually told him, hey, I wanted you guys to win tonight because I want the buffer zone for the 5 seed tonight, right? And I'm cool with we got to win out. We got to play the 1 seed in Week 18. I think we are going to play the number 1 seed for the number 1 seed in Week 18 against the Lions because I think the Lions are going to lose against the Bills, and I think the Lions have a chance of losing against the Niners, right? So when we more into this, I think the Packers are solidified in that 7 seed. They're in that 7 hole after the week's out because after the Falcons game, the schedule gets us to the Packers, gets us to the Lions, right? We're going to beat the Falcons this week. We're going to beat the Packers. It's going to be sweaty as shit, all right?
Yeah,
the NFL, I think the NFL is scripting us to play the Lions Week 18 because I said after the game, that was the game of the year. I thought that was the game of the year, right? And the viewership on the Lions-Vikings game was really, really high. I think that's what they're pushing us to. And I think it's going to happen. Do I think the NFL is scripted? No, but I just think that's what's going to happen, right? Week 18 is for all the marbles. It's going to come down to it. We haven't seen this in a long, long time for the number 1 seed in the NFL. Take that number 1 seed. We haven't, and I think it's going to happen this year. And I said it earlier in the year when we played the Lions. I think we're a contender. We held up with the big boys. We are a big boy team. Sam Darnold, ice in the veins, right? I want to make T-shirts with the arm out and fucking slapping it. I think we are the. We are the. No, I don't. We are the dark horse. And imagine coming in to the playoffs as the number 1 seed, being a dark horse team. Also, you're a dark horse team no matter where you sit in the playoffs. But if you become that number 1 seed and you're still a dark horse team to win it all, this might be a Super Bowl year, right? Other than that, be smart this weekend. Don't be a Jordan Addison.
God, that guy kissing strays all night.
I know he is. But man, come on. I mean, the conviction's out there, right? Be safe this weekend. It's a long weekend till Sunday. Have fun though, all right? Have fun, have a plan, enjoy your time. Don't drink and drive. Don't beat your dogs, don't beat your wives, don't beat your kids. And always, let's go.
Let's go.
So Tim, answer your question real quick. We don't get any of this respect because we've done this before and we've done nothing with it. That's why we don't get the respect. For me, my final words are great show tonight, guys. Audience, thank you guys for being here and engaging with us. It makes it fun when you guys are commenting and everything. Appreciate it. We'll be live after the Vikings and Falcons game, win or lose. It's a vent session if we lose. It's a celebration if we win. Sometimes it's a vent session when we win. But either way, we're live 10 minutes following the game, and then we'll be live again on Friday night at 7:30 Central Time. So be there. Join us. Like, comment, and subscribe. Skol and peace catch. Let's Skol.
Yep.